KSAM Huntsville, broadcasting live from the Wiesner Huntsville studios. We are your hometown radio station, playing today's best country and all your favorites. 101.7 KSAM.
This is the KSAM Sports Network, 101.7 KSAM Huntsville, your hometown radio station. This is the Huntsville Hornets High School Football Countdown to Kickoff, sponsored by Advantage Specialties. Here's Carlos Zimmerman and Brian Adams.
Welcome to the Advantage Specialties Countdown to Kickoff show. Luke Scott here, alongside my man Jordan Smith, filling in tonight for Carlos Zimmerman and Brian Adams. Thank you for having us, and thank you for joining in. Jordan, we got a good game tonight. Huntsville versus Lake Creek. Lake Creek, top of the district this year. Perfect record, 8-0, 5-0 in district. It can be a big game for the Hornets, who are undefeated at home this season.
Absolutely, and that's something that for Huntsville, they're really going to have to take into account. We'll get into it more as the game goes on and as the pregame show goes on as well. But really for Huntsville, they're going to have to make sure that they don't play over themselves. They don't play up to the situation. They play with what is in front of them, and right now what's in front of them. In these last three games, you have to start thinking about it. It was talked about with you and Carlos on Wednesday on the coaches show. You got to start thinking about, hey, there's a chance these guys sneak into the postseason. And tonight's going to be a good test to see what they do against a very good team, like you said, in Lake Creek, who's currently 8-0 in the season and is number one in the district. Yeah,
4-0 all-time against Lake Creek. Huntsville is going back a few years when they joined the district, and even before that. Tonight, beautiful night tonight, 80-degree kickoff, falling into the mid to low 70s during the game, and we couldn't have better weather for tonight's game.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's a picture-perfect night, if you will, for this ball game here tonight. Pretty much clear skies, like you said, and the fans still filing in here to Bowers Stadium. Should be a fun matchup, obviously, for this hometown crowd, and really in one of the last chances they get to see this squad before the end of the season in that last game against Randall, and then potentially in a postseason run.
Yeah, we were talking to Coach Southern at the pregame show and just kind of interacting with him. He always talks about not liking to call this team young, but here we are, a very young team, and they've just found a way to grind out wins during the season. In the past couple weeks, like you said earlier, really good performances. Going back to 2 weeks ago, of course, last week they had their bye week, but 2 weeks ago against Brian Rudder, probably the most complete game this season.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And that's the thing with Huntsville. They've been slowly working on trying to get better, trying to get more consistent as the season has gone on. There have been issues. There was issues in the beginning of the season, just kind of trying to figure it out, and that was a bit of a credit to the youth of the squad that Coach Southern and you were talking about, as well as Carlos, throughout the season. This team has been trying to get that experience and trying to learn what it means to play Huntsville Hornet varsity football because of the young squad. And they're now at a point where they've really started to figure things out here and have really found a way to start going against these teams and having a decent shot at trying to at least compete with them and trying to make a little bit of noise, and they've done that in the last few district games.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the offense, 5 sophomores start for Huntsville. So, I mean, it's an experience, but, sometimes that's a good thing going into these district games where you can kind of, hey, we got nothing to lose. We're the younger team. Lake Creek is expected to win. Here we are, not overperforming, but here we are, competing really, really well in district. Gotta like where we are this year.
Right, and that's the thing with, like you said, with the 5 sophomores starting for Huntsville, in a season where you're just trying to learn this year, trying to get better as a team, as a squad, to really get ready for next year. However, you're making a good run right now, and so the fact that these young players are getting this experience while making this good run and maybe sneaking into the back end of the postseason is a big, big opportunity and such a huge step ahead for these players to head into next season where they're supposed to be much better than they already are this year.
Just over 25 minutes till kickoff here, and looking at the team, talking about the inexperience and the youth of the offense. It's nice to have only the few seniors that start. Where do they start? They got one out wide with Matthew Tatum and the big offensive line setting the tone of the game. You gotta like to see, where we do with that today.
Yeah, and that's the thing with the offensive line too. We talk about the experience for Huntsville. All starters on the offensive line all seniors. That is huge, and it's been documented in the coaches show and throughout the year. That is huge to have once they're all gelling, they're all the same group, they're all the same age. It's a lot easier for that group to kind of mingle, to kind of gel together and really get things going, and especially for what has transpired this season in behind the offensive line with injuries, the quarterback, everything else. It's a good sign to at least have your offensive line being as consistent as it is and even getting better with it.
Yeah, so we got the bye week last week, and both of us are kind of skeptical, but how are we going to come out this week? Because sometimes a little sloppy coming out of the bye week, but Coach Southern talked about in the pregame or the Wednesday at the Chick-fil-A, talked about how Huntsville's probably the most healthy they've been this year coming off that bye week, and that's got to help going into this huge matchup against Lake Creek.
And that's something, too. With bye weeks, obviously, it is a week to get healthy. It is a week to kind of just rest. You know, let your body rest after such a hard season. It's such a hard contact sport. But also, too, it gives you that extra time. And that's why I love bye weeks coming into games like these. It gives you that extra week to prepare against an opponent like Lake Creek, who we already said is undefeated on the season, right now 4-0 in district play. They haven't had their bye week yet. That's the main difference. Huntsville is coming off their bye week. Lake Creek is still going week after week after week. So with Huntsville, they've had that extra week to prepare for this game. And it's going to be very interesting, especially early on in the ball game, to see what kind of packages they come out with, what kind of formations they come out with on how they attack this Lake Creek offense and defense.
Well, this is the Countdown to Kickoff show sponsored by Advantage Specialties. We're going to send it back to the station where we have our little segment, our Southern Talk segment with Carlos. Got to catch up with head coach Ronnie Southern earlier today. We'll come right back here in a little bit. From the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Federal Credit Union, this is KSAM Sports.
Hey there, Hornets. I'm Stephanie from Advantage Specialties, and I wanted to remind you that when you need screen printing, export embroidery, corporate gifts, start with us, your local one-stop shop solution for all your promotional item needs. From design to delivery, Advantage Specialties offers the local focus to make you look great at the price you can afford. Short runs, big orders, holiday gifts, Advantage Specialties will find a cost-effective way to promote your business, organization, or team. So stop by and let us help you get branded. Sing 'em, Hornets!
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Southern Talk, brought to you by Charlie's Used Cars ahead of this matchup against the Lake Creek Lions. Coach, coming off of an off week, just talk to me how that off week benefited you guys.
Well, I think it helped us, obviously, or you take it to your advantage. I mean, we had some kids that were banged up. We were actually had a school holiday, so we gave them a Monday off and came back, and we always practice that either that Monday, Tuesday, or Tuesday, Wednesday. We bring all our freshmen, all of our guys up on the game field, and we practice all together. And we kind of treat it more like a spring training. It's more drill work and just kind of getting back to some basic skills and things that you're going to need, obviously, for us down the stretch of these last 3 games. And then we had a chance to see Lake Creek live. I sent our freshman coaches to watch Brenham. So we got a chance to see our next 2 opponents live as well. So it was a very productive week. We've had a good week this week, and we know we've got a formidable challenge, but I think our kids are ready.
Coach, since we haven't had a chance to talk about the Brian Rudder game with you, really first complete game on all fronts 2 weeks ago. Just give me your thoughts.
Well, I thought probably our most consistent from start to finish. I think we're starting to kind of figure out what we are offensively. Obviously, Juwan, if he had been the starting quarterback from the start, it might have looked a little different. I thought he played really well the other night. I thought Braylon saw what we wanted him to see a week before, because you got a running back is a little bit different than, some other things. You got to be able to read blocks and see things, and obviously 186 yards rushing and a couple touchdowns. But I thought defensively, especially the second half, we settled down and played pretty consistent. I thought our front 4 probably did as good a job as they've done all year of stopping Bo Run and getting pressure on quarterback. So, and anytime you win a district game, especially with the young, crazy way our district is this year with all these young teams, and inexperienced guys. You just want to play well, and I thought we played well. Big thing, we didn't give up the big play to number 2 or number 3, which they obviously are, 6'4", 6'5" guys, and we didn't give up big plays there, and that's going to be a key factor tonight as well.
Coach, looking at your quarterback room, of course, you got Jawan, and then Austin's still on the mend from his injuries. There's a thing that's said at the collegiate level with the Bearcats with Coach Keeler. He says that he doesn't want his quarterbacks just looking over his shoulder. It's obvious that, Austin will be back to full health before long. What's your thoughts?
Well, I think, it gives us an advantage, obviously, because now it gives us a chance with DeMarcus to be able to do some other things with him as well. I think Austin understands. Of course, concussions are always, scary for lack of a better word. But we've been pretty consistent the last 3 weeks running the football and giving you the dimension of a guy like Jawan, who's a 190-pound running back playing quarterback. So we're not going to change midstream of what we're doing right now. Austin. The latter part of this past week was back to full go, so he's obviously gotten plenty of quarterback reps, but we're going to continue with what we're doing right now because I think it makes our run game even better, and Austin will be a part of a lot of the stuff we're doing as well, but when you get to this situation now, you got 3 games left, you got to ride with what you got to ride with, and everybody understands that.
Coach, looking at Lake Creek on paper, a juggernaut, undefeated so far this year. When you look at all the games they've played, they've only had 1 game that was decided by single digits. Just what's your thoughts on the undefeated Lions?
Well, I'm sure Coach Kennedy's probably been waiting on this group. He started that program, and anytime you start a program, you're going to take some lumps. He took some lumps early in the year. I reminded our kids 2 weeks ago, the first time we played them, we beat them 77-7. And I said, obviously you don't want to do that, but I think everybody understood that. But I think at the same time, some of those kids were freshmen when that happened. And you don't want to do those things to a program, but at the same time, when you build a foundation like Pat's done, they're now reaping the benefits of that foundation. They're probably as solid offensively as we've played all year. The quarterback, everybody's talking about the running back because he's a big sophomore kid who's strong and runs really, really hard. But the quarterback, to me, is the trigger guy. I mean, he makes everything they do go. He's obviously got experience. He's got a strong arm. And the combination of him and the running back makes their receivers better. So the thing they've done defensively, they've given up some plays at times. Brian Rudder got in the red zone 5 times the other night and got 3 points. So, when you get down there, you got to score points. You need to score touchdowns because they can turn around and go 80 yards and 3 or 4 plays on you the next series. So they're a good football team. I think, I compared them a little bit to Clear Springs. 5A, 6A obviously is a difference, but the makeup of their team is very similar to that.
Is there any weaknesses specifically on their side of the ball that you guys can attempt to exploit?
Well, I think the thing you got to do is you got to drive the football on. Brian Rudd made some big plays and then got in the red zone and stalled. I think you got to drive the ball on them, and then when you get in the red zone and the field condenses, you got to be able to run the ball and get it in the end zone. The one thing they've done, they've given up some plays in the secondary, and part of that's because they play a lot of man coverage, and they're willing to risk the benefits of getting pressure on you and using another guy very similar to what Montgomery did, where he's kind of a box player, but he doesn't have a lot of pass responsibility. So we've got to make him wrong when he decides what he's going to do, whether it's an RPO or it's run, and we can get numbers on him. But weaknesses, no. Their kicking game, their kicker's probably, I told our guys a week ago, he's probably one of the best young kids I've seen kicking just because of what he can do. He can obviously kick it in the end zone, but he can kick the ball anywhere he needs to kick it. So you've got to defend the whole field, even in the kicking game.
What's been the message to your staff to convey to the team this week ahead of this matchup?
Well, the biggest thing is just go play. Don't, I told them last week, I said, this will be the best football team we've played to this point. And I said, you just got to go play. I said, I don't look at stats. I don't look at numbers. Yeah, they're scoring 50-something points a game. They've done some really, really good things, but we haven't played them yet. So go play. And our deal, obviously, offensively, we want to control the ball, because if we control the ball, that means their offense is standing on the sideline.
Coach, to wrap it all up, keys to a big win with 3 games remaining in the season with the playoffs around the corner.
Well, don't give up the big play defensively. They've hit chunk plays or explosive plays on everybody they've played. Don't give up the big play. Offensively, sustain your drives, and wherever we get the ball, we've got to get points. If you're in the red zone, we've got to take the 3 if we have to take the 3, but you get there, you've got to get points, and you've got to force them at that point to try to play, because they've played from ahead in every game, so they haven't been uncomfortable, and we've got to try to make them uncomfortable.
Coach, as always, I appreciate your time. Best of luck to you guys in this ball game. I'll be watching from Utah, so just have a good ball game. Hope to see you guys come with a win.
All right.
What does the 50th anniversary of Title IX mean? It means I'm valued, I'm empowered, I can do anything. It means I'll pave the way for every girl who plays high school sports in the future, just like every female student, coach, official, and administrator blaze the trail for me, because every student deserves the opportunity to play. Encourage girls you know to participate in Texas high school sports.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Welcome back to the Copeland Family Dentistry Hornets broadcast booth. That was Southern Talk, sponsored by Charlie's Used Cars. Love our guys at Charlie's Used Cars. This is the Countdown to Kickoff show, sponsored by Advantage Specialties. And Jordan, before we get your keys to the game, let's talk about Lake Creek now. We talked about the Hornets before. Now we're going to get to Lake Creek. This is an offense that's averaged over 58 points per game. And a lot of those yards they're getting is off those big chunk plays this Coach Southern talked about, and a lot of it's through the running game, those stretch plays and power eye.
Right, and that's the main thing with Huntsville. What they're going to have to do is try to make sure that they condense their play to stay inside the middle of the field. If they allow them to stretch it towards the sideline, that's going to create a ton of issues whenever they do run plays back over the middle. It's going to create issues for the safeties, because that's going to leave them wide open in the middle of the field in the secondary. It's then going to also create the opportunity, once they play back inside, to then open the ball up down the sideline for Lake Creek. So they got to make sure they find a way to condense the play for Lake Creek in the middle of the field at all times.
Yeah, and just coming from the sideline,
Byers, who's the sophomore for Lake Creek, coming into this ballgame with 1,423 rushing yards. Not all purpose, just rushing yards alone, with 24 touchdowns through just 8 games this season. He's averaging 3 a game. And that's really going to be the main thing. If they can stop him, they've got a very, very good shot of at least keeping themselves in the ballgame and then letting the offense try to take care of the rest.
Yeah, averaging 160.4 yards per game through the air. but, that's okay. You can get past that. Running the ball, though, Lake Creek's just been so effective, and it's not that they haven't been playing bad teams. I mean, they've beat a couple 6As. They're undefeated, obviously, and so they've just been able to impose their will, and it's a large credit to this offensive line and this coaching staff for Lake Creek.
Absolutely, and that's going to be something they're going to rely on once again, is to attack with the run, because whenever they attack with the run, it's up to the passing game, and they don't have a bad quarterback either.
No.
Their guy in Tessier, the senior, leading them throughout this season so far. He's played in all 8 games and started in all 8 games for Lake Creek. Has just under 1,300 passing yards on the season with a 13 touchdown to 5 interception ratio. Still some pretty good numbers with a 62% completion rating. So really, he's a good quarterback too, but that's the thing. He doesn't have to do too much.
Kind of game manage.
That's the thing, because he has a running game that's able to allow him to do what he wants. And when you have that running back, that is key for your offense, and that's one of the reasons why their quarterback has been so efficient as well, the running back.
Just under 10 minutes to kick off, 9 minutes and 30 seconds left to go till we get things started. Jordan, your keys to victory today, or tonight.
We kind of already talked about it. Obviously, limiting the run game for Lake Creek and forcing them to throw it in the air. If you can force them to throw it over the air, then you can give it to your secondary led by Jeremiah Winfrey and Claudio Alvarenga to really get things going as well. Cole Schroeder and Isaiah Collins, really letting those 4 guys being able to take care of business as long as you can stop the run, because if you can stop the run, it makes them one-dimensional. Yes, like I just said, they do have a consistent quarterback, but the fact of the matter is if you limit them to only passing, it gives yourself a lot better of an opportunity on the defensive side to get stops, to get 3 and outs, and to give the ball back to your quarterback and to your running back to let them make plays. The other thing, like we talked about, is going to be this offensive line. Make sure that they keep doing what they've been doing, especially the last couple of games, where they've been able to stay consistent, open up the pockets for the running back in Braylon Phelps, and as well giving time to the quarterback in Juwan Giddens to be able to make sure that they can make plays. And finally, the last thing for Huntsville, don't overplay tonight. Obviously, you're going against the top team in the district, 8-0. It's a big expectation of trying to set yourself up in a good position. But when you start trying to play towards that, that's when you start overplaying. So really just play within yourselves. Play like you have been the last couple of games where you've gotten some big key victories. And you've got a decent shot at this. But right now for Huntsville, just don't play more than what you usually do.
And this is a game that really Huntsville controls its own destiny. If it wins out tonight against Lake Creek, that'll put them farther up in the standings and can potentially put them in a district winning scenario, because they would have the tiebreaker over Lake Creek. We're going to send it back to the station here for a little bit. This has been the Countdown to Kickoff, sponsored by Advantage Specialties. We'll be back in a little bit and introduce our starting lineups and eventually our kickoff.
Hey there, Hornets. I'm Stephanie from Advantage Specialties, and I wanted to remind you that when you need screen printing, export embroidery, corporate gifts, start with us, your local one-stop shop solution for all your promotional item needs. From design to delivery, Advantage Specialties offers the local focus to make you look great at the price you can afford. Short runs, big orders, holiday gifts, Advantage Specialties will find a cost-effective way to promote your business, organization, or team. So stop by and let us help you get branded. Sting 'em, Hornets!
Welcome back here to the Countdown to Kickoff, sponsored by Advantage Specialties. This is the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth tonight. Luke Scott here, filling in for Carlos Zimmerman, as Jordan Smith is filling in for Brian Adams tonight. We're going to go over our starting lineups tonight. First, we're going to introduce the visitors tonight, the Lake Creek Lions, 8-0 Lions, undefeated so far. On their offense, starting tonight, Cade Tessier, senior quarterback, guy that's been really consistent at the year. We've already heard about him. At the running back, Tyvon Byers, and the fullback, Kason Puska. At the receivers, junior Sam Lee, senior Rhett Hall, and senior number 87, Colby Wisniewski. Offensive line tonight, starting at left tackle, Dominic Armour. At left guard, Aiden Kaplan. The center position, Leighton Mann. The right guard position, junior Jackson Sayers. And at the right tackle, senior Jude Simpson. Lake Creek's defense here. Starting in the defensive line, the left end there, Caden Harmon, senior, big number 95. Senior Reese Finley starts inside at the nose guard. And on the other side, Katie Ododoji, senior defensive end on the linebacking crew. Starting a 3-3-5 defense tonight for Lake Creek. All seniors tonight. I'm sorry, 2 seniors and 1 junior, Chase Brown, James Kennedy, and Grant Blake. And then in the secondary, sophomore Davis Lee, junior Leighton Scott, junior Dakota Kennett, senior Rhett Davis, and junior Blake Hayward. And starting for your Huntsville Hornets tonight, starting on offense, quarterback junior Jawan Giddens, number 4, sophomore running back Braylon Phillips. Receivers tonight, Savion Conte, the usual Savion Conte sophomore, Peyton Pryor, and getting the call up tonight, McCorrick Norman, sophomore receiver coming up. And then also the senior leader of this offense, Matthew Tatum. And on defensive line, Nathan Schweitzer. We had on the coaches show there Wednesday night, Caleb Williams inside with Cesar Robledo at the center position. On the right side, Chris Smith, senior, offensive guard. And then on the other side, next to him, on the right tackle, senior Micah Fisher. And then starting for your Huntsville defense, Sakari Carew, Jadarius Smith, Julian Casanova, and Zach Moss on the defensive line. Your linebackers tonight, Shiloh Jones, Justin Engstad, another one of these senior leaders on this team, and Tyler Pomeroy next to him. And tonight, your secondary, Isaiah Collins, Jeremiah Winfrey, Claudio Alvarenga, and junior safety Cole Schroeder. So it's a usual, same crew. This is a team past couple weeks, had the bye week last week, but before that, been able to rattle off some wins in a row. Team's got some good momentum coming into this game.
They do. They have very good momentum coming into this game. And like you said, the bye week only helps them. Obviously, you would have liked to maybe have another game coming off a 2-game winning streak, but that rest does certainly help you. Honestly, I would rather take the rest than have that extra game in there to get ready for this one, because now you, like you said, you have that 2 weeks to prepare for the best team in the district. Like we keep saying, as they come out onto the field, Lake Creek does, 4-0 in district, and this is a big game. Not only just to kind of see what your team is like heading into the final month of the season, but also really to see how you match up against a team like this, because you're going to see teams like this if you do make the postseason. As Huntsville heads out onto the field now, you're going to see teams like Lake Creek. So this is a very good early test for, especially if they make the postseason, to see what they're up against in a month.
Lake Creek, a top 20 team in Division II 5A, a team that's really been able to kick it on this season. And Huntsville, this is part of the time, or kind of the time where you want to start peaking. Not necessarily right now, but you really want to start climbing. And that's what they've been doing the past couple weeks. They've looked really, really good. This is the game, and Coach Southern talked about it. This Lake Creek team is probably the best team Huntsville's going to see this year so far.
Oh, without a doubt. This is the biggest game of the season if you're Huntsville, and this is definitely the best team that you are going to see all season long. So that's why I say this is such a huge game. This is the biggest game of the season. If you can match up well, even if you don't come out with a win, unfortunately, and you can match up well against Lake Creek, that sets a big confidence boost for the rest of your squad going through the rest of the season.
That has been your Countdown to Kickoff show here, brought to you by Advantage Specialties. We're going to send it back to the station, and we'll have kickoff right after that. This has been the Countdown to Kickoff here at the Copeland Family Dentistry from the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Federal Credit Union. This is KSAM Sports.
This has been the Advantage Specialties Hornets pregame show. Stay tuned for this week's Huntsville High School football game on KSAM.
Bank with confidence with the hometown bank, First National Bank of Huntsville. Our bank lobbies are open, and we also have 3 drive-through locations, multiple ATMs, telephone banking, plus online and mobile banking options, all available for your safety and convenience. For over 130 years, our focus has always been about the great people in our community. As Huntsville's only locally owned community bank, you can trust First National Bank of Huntsville to be your financial partner today and for future generations.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For the most fun in Huntsville, come to the newest place in town, Tomfoolery's Pizza and Games. It's fun for all ages with the latest in arcade games like Connect 4 basketball, air hockey, whack and win, and many others. Get the best tasting brick oven pizza in town made fast, just how you like it, for one price. Tomfoolery's Pizza and Games is Huntsville's only place like it, located at 2801 Sam Houston Avenue, next to GCS Flooring and Design. Open till 9 every day until 10 on Friday and Saturday. Come eat, play, and party with us today.
I'm Jerry Larson at Reliable Auto Parts, your auto parts plus store in Huntsville, Texas, having great products, excellent quality, and outstanding prices. This is what you can expect from Reliable Parts, where you can purchase all your car care products, maintenance supplies, and auto parts. Our services and in-house store offerings are designed to keep your vehicle and motorized machine in proper working condition. Reliable Parts, your auto parts store, 1011 11th Street, Huntsville, 295-5747.
The Color Bar Hair Salon and Tanning Salon are full supporters of our Huntsville Hornets. Just like our Hornets, we offer the best Huntsville has to offer. The Color Bar Hair Salon is a full-service salon and is ranked the #1 VIP Bellamy Hair Extension Salon. From precision cuts to full treatments, we'll make sure you leave always wanting to come back. The Color Bar Tanning Salon offers a monthly membership that includes access to our mega beds with body contoured acrylics and a relaxing hydro massage bed for only $59.99. The Color Bar Hair and Tanning Salon, where your experience matters.
Here we go. The only thing matters is a win. That's it. Whatever it takes. Let's go, man. Let's win on 3. 1, 2, 3.
The following is a KSAM Sports Network presentation. It's Friday night in Hornets country. This is Huntsville Hornets High School football. Proudly brought to you by AB Squared Self-Storage, Adams Furniture, Bill Fick Ford, Community Service Credit Union, Danny Doherty State Farm Insurance, El Gordo Taqueria, Dr. Toole Foot and Ankle Specialists of Huntsville, Huntsville Church of Christ, Huntsville Independent School District, Joetta's Boutique, McGilvery Mechanical Heating and Cooling, Reliable Auto Parts, Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, Texas Department of Criminal Justice, Tex Press Urgent Care, The Color Bar Tanning, The Woodland Financial Group, and More Insurance, Tomfoolery's Pizza and Games, Wiesner Kano Hyundai, and Wiesner Huntsville. The 2022 Hornet season is presented by First National Bank of Huntsville. Now, here's Carl Lerman and Brian Adams.
Welcome back here as we're just fixing to get kicked off underways. Huntsville's going to be kicking off first here, so we're going to get the ball in the second half. Gotta like to see that, getting the ball at second. We're just about here to get away. Joseph Mejia setting up the kick, ready to go. So we have a big matchup here in district. And before we get going, Jordan, let's thank some of our sponsors.
Yeah, absolutely. AB Squared Self Storage, Adams Furniture, and Bill Fick Ford. Thank you all for your continued support of Hornet football.
We're fixing to get here underway. Joseph Mejia spots up and is ready to go, and he's up. And it is up and underway. It's kind of a short pooch kick here at the 30-yard line. Lake Creek's going to field it, and Lions cross 35 to the 37-yard line just about. Looks like that Sam Lee Jr. out there returning, and this is a guy that's gotten up a lot of touchdowns this year and really a focal point on this offense throwing the ball, but we all know what they do like to do the best, and that's run the ball.
Absolutely, and he's going to be a player to watch, like you said, when they do use the air game to see how they're going to utilize them in this one. The junior, one of the more older guys and experienced guys on this varsity roster for Lake Creek. So definitely going to be interesting to see how this Lake Creek offense uses Sam Lee.
So out comes the Lion offense here. Kate Tessier in the shotgun, leader of the team, quarterback. Got 2 wide up top and bottom. Gets a snap, trying to find a man. Across the middle, it's going to be a wide open Rhett Hall there across the 35 into Huntsville Hornet territory. Not a great start there for Huntsville.
Yeah, not the thing you want to do. You wanted to limit it over the middle of the field, but then not give up a 25-yard play. That's what you cannot afford for Huntsville in this ball game. You've got to figure out a way to fix that.
Coach Southern talked about limiting big-time explosive plays here. Now in the motion, back in the shotgun here. Gives it off, and it's going to be a pitch. No, he's going to keep it. He's going to pitch it out on the triple option play. Just about shy of the 30-yard line. A nice pitch there. Looks like that was to the fullback there, Kason Puska. So 2nd and 6 about here in Huntsville Hornet territory. Tessier gets snapped, class forward, gets it, hands it off. Gonna try to run over a few defenders there. We're gonna see where they spotted, just short. Looks like so it's gonna be a 3rd and 1 here for your Hornet defense.
Yeah, and a good job of not allowing them to get the first down, but you also did give up a 5-yard run, and that's not what you want to do. If you're going to give up a run, cannot be more than 3 yards here.
Back in the shotgun, 2 up top, 1 on the bottom, going right left your radio dials. Byers up in the middle, going to run over defender, and he's going to try to make a man miss. Down all the way to the 5-yard line. Another good run for Byers. That's going to put him almost at 15 yards today.
Already a quick start by this Lake Creek offense. Not what you want to see if you're the Hornets on defense. Now you got a goal situation.
Back in the shotgun, Lake Creek running a hurry-up offense, going to try to give it off here to Byers. Byers going to walk right in and walk the dog. Touchdown there for the Lions. Easy 6 points. There is not a great way to start this game if you're Huntsville.
No, not at all. That's not what you want to see. Only a few plays into the ball game, and already giving up the first touchdown. Now looks like they're going to potentially go for 2 here.
Yeah, kind of a funky formation here we got going. 3 receivers at the bottom. One top, it's a direct snap to Byers, and Byers going to try to fight his way in, and he is going to fight his way in. So instead of 7-0, they're going to collect the 2 points here for an 8-0 ball game. Here is a troubling start here for Huntsville.
Yeah, not what you want to see in the first 4 or 5 plays of the ball game, and especially not in the first minute and a half. Only 1 minute, 34 seconds taken off the clock here. Not what you want to see if you're Huntsville to start. Now they have to respond on offense and see what they can do here to try and respond to, obviously, the touchdown and 2-point conversion. If you're Huntsville, though, obviously you see how fast the offense is. No huddle during that entire drive for Lake Creek. Take some time off the clock. Again, don't try to play more than what you are. Take some time off the clock. Kind of clock manage a bit already in the early going in this ball game if you're Huntsville, and find a way to limit the opportunity for Lake Creek.
For Huntsville, you just got to play your own game, and that's what Coach Southern talked about. We talked about it before the Wednesday show, and it's one of those things. You just got to play your own game, and you're not going to beat a really good team playing their game. You got to play your own game.
Right, and that's the thing. Like we said in the pregame show, you cannot try to play somebody else's game because then they're going to beat you because they're already playing their own game.
So down early, 0-8, 10 minutes, 26 seconds left here in the first quarter. The Huntsville Hornet quarterback first quarters. Lake Creek is fixing to kick it off here underway at the 45-yard line. Kick is up, and it is going to try to go through the back of the end zone, and it is going to go to the end zone. So it will be a touchback. Huntsville's going to trot out here at the 25-yard line to get this first drive started.
Right now for this Hornet offense, again, find a way to slow it down a bit. Slow the game down a little bit. Take a little bit of time off the clock. Get some good plays in to start and just have a good, positive drive.
So out comes Juwan Giddens, junior quarterback. Of course, Austin Taylor was starting before, got injured, had the concussion. Cleared now, but still Juwan Giddens is going to stay tonight and play and start. So in the shotgun, going to hand it off here to Phelps. Phelps going to try to break one loose across the 30, almost to the 35-yard line. Nice pickup there, just about 9 yards. Nice first play there for the Hornets.
That's a good sign, starting off with a 9-yard gain on the first offensive play for Huntsville. Playing a little no huddle here. We'll see what they do on 2nd and 1.
Giddens back in the shotgun, 2 up top, 2 on the bottom, trying to get Lake Creek to jump, and here we go, take a shot maybe, as that one's going to fall incomplete, but there are 2 flags. It's going to be an offsides here, so it will be a first down, and we will move the chains. Nice first down there. Moken Moke attorneys at law first down.
5-yard penalty. First down.
So Huntsville will take over here at the 39-yard line, approaching midfield. Trips up top, 1 on the bottom, going left to right of your radio dials. Giddens calls for it. Nope, going to look at the sideline, find an audible, get his play call. Phelps goes from right to left now. Claps for it, gets it, hands it off, no, fakes. Yeah, screen pass Matthew Tatum, as Matthew Tatum's going to get to the line of scrimmage and maybe get a yard there at the 40, but nothing much else. Nice stop there for the Lions. That looks like that was James Kennedy there on the stop. I'm sorry, that was Grant Blake there. I'm sorry, senior Grant Blake on the stop for a 1 yard. So 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line. Giddens trying to make his calls here. 2 receivers up top, 1 on the bottom. Tatum in the slot. Giddens Gets it, hands it off to Phelps. Same play as it was before. Phelps fakes man miss to the 50, 45. Going to get strangleholded down there to the 41-yard line across midfield for another first down. Moka turns that law first down.
And that's a big play right there if you're Huntsville, getting it into Lion territory now on their side of the 50. And just a good positive play there, setting yourself up on the Lion 41-yard line.
So Phelps, of course, last game against Rudder had two huge plays there on offense, big runs, making an impact early here today, the sophomore. I like to see the youth really developing over the season. So staying in the shotgun, Phelps to Giddens left. Two receivers, nope, motions over to the right now. Two receivers up top to the bottom. It's going to be a direct snap here. Quarterback keeper as Giddens is going to get across the 40 to the 42-yard line. So a marginal gain of about 3 there. 2nd and 7 now at the 38-yard line. 8 minutes, 24 seconds left to go here in Huntsville Hornet quarterback first quarter. Again, Luke Scott here filling in for Carlos Zimmerman as man Jordan Smith here is filling in for Bryden Adams tonight. So back here, Giddens gets a snap. Gonna roll out, try to find somewhere to pass. He's gonna get sacked. No, he's gonna cut it back, and he is gonna step out of bounds though. It's gonna be for a 2-yard loss. No, it's gonna be a 3-yard loss back to the original line of scrimmage. They're not a great second down play there for the Hornets.
Yeah, that bunch formation they had with everybody stacked up on the line of scrimmage, just unfortunately, the Lake Creek defense is getting right past it, finding the seam on the outside and easily snuffing out that direct snap to the quarterback. And now it sets up a 3rd down and 11.
Big 3rd down here on the Hornets' first drive tonight. Giddens steps up, back to pass, fires across the middle. It's going to be caught and completed. We're going to see where they mark it. It looks like it's going to be just short of a 1st down. Nope. See, they are mark it. Oh, they are going to give him a 1st down. A nice pitch and catch there for Matthew Tatum across the middle, finding the hole in that zone defense and converting a huge 3rd down. So now I'm back in the shotgun. Trips to the bottom, one up top. Giddens. Phelps to Giddens left. Finds his play call in here on the sideline. Claps for it, gets it now. Giddens, screen pass here to Conte. Conte's going to try to make one man miss and get a few yards on that, just about 4 or maybe 5 yards. Nice pitch and catch there to Savion Conte to get him rolling early in this ball game.
And that's a thing like we talked about already. Just over 3 minutes, a clock ticking off so far on this drive. A good drive so far, and that's the thing too. You can take all the time off the clock you want. They're still moving the ball while doing so. It's a good drive by Huntsville.
Giddens now getting his play call and looking at Lake Creek's prior gain of Brian Rudder. Rudder got into the red zone 5 times and only got 3 points out of this. We need to make sure it's not another one of those nights for this Lake Creek defense. Giddens here. Play action is going to fire a low screen pass, and it is going to be caught, but not much of a gain there at all. Maybe 1 yard. It's just going to be 3rd down and about 6 to go.
Big 3rd down situation here. You're sitting at the 28. So on the outside part of the range of the kicker for Huntsville. Really, right now, the situation for the Hornets, you don't want to have your kicker come out. If he comes out, he nails the field goal, great. But you want to try to get as close to that red zone as possible. Right now, 1st down, gain to go, sitting at the 21.
You're kind of in 4-down territory anyways if you're Huntsville. So trips up top, one at the bottom. Giddens trying to find his man across the field. It's Tatum and a comfortable 1st down across the 20 to the 17-yard line. Another nice 3rd down conversion, both going to Matthew Tatum.
Yeah, good job there for the Hornets to get to the Murray Insurance and Financial Services red zone. And again, they're taking time off the clock. They're finding ways to move the ball down the field and do it efficiently.
Giddens now find the sideline you're talking about early, kind of churning some of that clock here. I really like how this offense is settling in here early in this ball game, right after the bye week too. Giddens, direct snap, finding it, tries to find his man. It's going to be caught, and it's going to be dropped there. It's Creighton Pryor there on the screen pass drop. Couldn't collect the ball, kind of looked at the ball but kind of took his eyes off it and just couldn't collect it there in time. And you know what they always say, keep your eye on the ball.
Absolutely, and it looked like you said, he kind of saw the defense coming up out of the corner of his right eye and just focused on trying to get the ball down the field and not focused on catching it initially.
Staying in the shotgun here in the Murray Insurance red zone. Hands it off to Phelps. Phelps to the left. Phelps going to try to cut it back, but nothing much. There's going to be stopped at the line again. It's going to be 3rd down and 10. Another 3rd down and 10 here at the 17-yard line.
5:08 left to go in this first quarter. 3rd down and 11. Huntsville again, same situation. Now you're backed up just to the edge of the red zone. You want to try to get as close to that first down marker, if not past it, obviously.
Yeah, Giddens has found Matthew Tatum, senior Matthew Tatum, in 3rd down both consecutive times here prior. We'll see where he goes in just about now. 4 minutes, 45 seconds left here in the first quarter. Giddens in the shotgun. Gets it, collects it, looking for his man here now. Scrambling and going to try to avoid a sack, but he is not. A big hit there by the Lake Creek defense. Yep, that was Chase Brown, their senior linebacker, that got to Giddens there. It's going to potentially knock them out of field goal range here. It's going to be 4th down and about 20.
Not a good situation if you're Huntsville right now. And honestly, if you're the Hornets, go for the field goal, because right now that's your best case scenario. You've at least put it into a spot where right now you're attempting what looks to be a 43-yard field goal try. Not the best situations for Huntsville, but still, if you can get the 3 points on the board, it's going to be a big, big momentum boost and a big gain for them, granted with the wind going to their face.
So Joseph Mejia back, kick up, and the kick is going to be no good, wide left. So unable to convert there, as we're going to send it back to the station. 0-8 ball game here with 3 minutes, 42 seconds left in the first quarter. We're going to send it back to station from Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County and Federal Credit Union. This is KSAM Sports.
Courage, integrity, perseverance, commitment, not just a job. This is a career with a purpose. The Texas Department of Criminal Justice is hiring correctional officers now. Full and part-time positions available, no experience required, paid training, great health care and retirement, and opportunities for base pay increases with continued service in the first year. Apply now at tdcj.texas.gov/co. That's tdcj.texas.gov/co. Serve Texas with purpose.
We all know that buying a vehicle is expensive, and that means you do what you can to maintain that vehicle. The same standard goes for your heating and cooling system. That is why at McGilvery Mechanical, we highly recommend a seasonal tune-up. A seasonal tune-up will save you money, prevent breakdowns, prolong equipment life, diagnose minor problems before they become major ones, and comply with manufacturer warranty requirements. Schedule a maintenance appointment for your heating and cooling system today. Maintenance is everything. Call McGilvery Mechanical at 936-291-2640.
This hurry-up offense has kind of caught us off guard. A couple of plays here, and looks like Byers going to make a run across the middle to the 40 to 35, 30, and a couple of big plays here as there is a Huntsville Hornet down there on the play. So it's Julian Casanova that's hurt there at just before the 50-yard line. As Lake Creek a few plays here and has really hit hard now at the 30-yard line. So we're going to send it back to the station here. We're going to have to take an injury timeout here from Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Federal Credit Union. This is KSAM Sports.
Nurse Case Cafe in New Waverly is open for breakfast at 7:30 on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Get a great start to your day. Chicken fried steaks, chicken fried chicken, and hamburger steaks. Or go lighter with salads. Go for Taco Tuesday and Fish Fridays. Lunch starts at 11. Private dining room or catering available. Dine in, curbside pickup, or to-go orders. 936-439-50.
suit their client-specific needs. TWFG Amor Insurance offers both personal and commercial lines, as well as life, health, and flood insurance. Call A&R Whalen at 936-293-8121 or drop by at 1212 10th Street in Huntsville. At TWFG Amor Insurance, their policy is caring.
Welcome back here. Huntsville Hornet quarterback club first down, or first quarter. Looks like Byers going to get a nice little sweet power play there to the cross 25-yard line. It's going to be first or second and 5 now, as Lake Creek Lions have taken no time off the clock, and they just keep churning these first downs. So second and 5 here in Huntsville territory at the 25-yard line. Tessier, a lot of this has been coming on the ground through Ty Byers. Tessier in the shotgun, motioning over. It's going to be a handoff. No, it's going to be a quarterback keeper. He's done that a couple of times, and it's going to be across the 15 to the 10 for another first down. The Lions churning out first downs.
Yeah, they're doing it again, just like Lake Creek did in the first drive, taking exactly what they want, which is moving down the field efficiently and taking little time off the clock to do it.
Back in the shotgun, first and 10 here in the red zone. Be a good gain there, but about 5 there for Byers. He's just been so effective here early and really throughout the season. It'll be second and just about 6 here. 1 minute, 40 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. 8-0 is your ball game. Lake Creek undefeated in district, undefeated overall, 8-0, 3 wide. Give it to Byers. Byers across the 5, and we keep churning them legs across almost to the first down marker. We'll see where they mark him. Just short. It's going to be 3rd and 1 here in the red zone. It's so big for a big stop here, Huntsville. You need it right now to not fall behind 2 scores in this ball game this early. Tessier claps for it, gets it, hands it right back off to Byers. Byers through the, and he's just going to get right on in and walked the dog. Touchdown for Lake Creek as it's early now, 14-0. And Jordan, this one, you don't want this to get out of hand this quickly.
And that's the thing. You don't want, like you said, you don't want it to get out of hand early. You've already, for the Huntsville defense, you've already let 2 very, very quick drives go by, both of them getting into the end zone. You've got to find a way to turn that around. Definitely something they're going to talk about on the sideline.
Kick is going to be set right here up, and it is blocked, and no, it's going to be a fumble snap here as the hold there can't get it. That's Sawyer Matchett that just couldn't get a hold of the ball, and it's a good stop there to keep it at 14-0. Keep it at an even 2 touchdowns with the extra points here. 1 minute, 1 second to go. Jordan, let's thank some of our more of our sponsors.
Absolutely. Charlie's Used Cars. Customer satisfaction is our #1 priority. Walker County Federal Credit Union. If you live or work in Walker County, you're eligible for membership at Northside Baptist Church, growing people in Christ to reach people for Christ.
We couldn't do it without our beautiful sponsors. We thank them all the time, and once again, we thank them for their support and everything they do. Without them, none of this would be possible.
Absolutely.
So here, filling in for Carlos Zimmerman and Brian Adams, Luke Scott here alongside Jordan Smith. Jordan, we've only called 1 game with each other before, and that was actually a pretty cool game. I had to mention it. An FCS semifinal against James Madison, and Sam Houston took the victory on that. And here we are running it back once again.
Yeah, and then also, if you remember, as most everybody does, Carlos Zimmerman was the one calling it right here on KSAM.
Yeah, for Rob, yeah. I believe Rob had a wedding. He had to officiate that, right? Yeah. So here we are, 1 minute and 1 second left to go here in the Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club. First quarter, 14-0 your ball game right now. Lake Creek leading your Hornets. Fixing to get up and ready to kick it off. Kick is up, and it is good. That's Abbott kicking all the way, and it's going to be into the end zone and down for a touchback. And you know, Coach Southern talked about how good the special teams has been for Lake Creek. An early mishap there, but we see the kicking talent by this young kicker, Alex Abbott, only a junior too.
Yeah, and that's the thing for Lake Creek right now. Obviously, you don't want to make one mistake, kind of dictate the rest of the ball game here. And the same thing goes for Huntsville as well. You don't let one mistake, if you're on special teams or any position for that matter, dictate the rest of the ball game. Still early on, 1 minute, 1 second left to go in the first. You got time to shake it off.
So Giddens gets it, flips it out to Phelps in the flats. Phelps going to try to make one man miss. Does, and get back to the line of scrimmage and just 1 more yard. 2nd and 9 there on the halfback toss, on the halfback pass there. So 2nd and 9 here at the 26-yard line here. Only 40 seconds left to go here in the Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club first quarter. Giddens trying to find his play call here. This will likely be the last play here, I would assume, here in the first quarter. Giddens in the shotgun, 2 receivers up top, 2 up bottom, going left to right of your radio dials. Gets handed off to Phelps. Phelps across the middle, going to get to the 30-yard line. A solid pickup there of about 4 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 5 here as the first quarter is winding down. And it looks like it is. They are going to wind it all the way down here. 5 seconds left to go. And they are going to trot it in. So we're going to send it back to the station. 14-0 is your ball game score as we headed into the curve second quarter. We'll send it back from the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. This is Luke Scott and Jordan Smith, powered by the Walker County Federal Credit Union. This is KSAM Sports.
Hi, folks. Clint back here with Wiesner in Huntsville. Do you need a new vehicle with great gas mileage? Do you want to save some money and not pay over MSRP or have to purchase the dealer add-ons? You need to come to Wiesner in Huntsville, where we are home of the bottom line. Not only do we not charge over MSRP, but if you qualify for supplier discounts, we'll honor that. Teachers, first responders, and anyone else that might qualify for supplier discounts. Ask our sales consultant to look into it and see if your company qualifies. So if you want a great deal on a General Motors vehicle, come to Wiesner in Huntsville, where we are home of the bottom line.
Welcome back here in the in the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. This season is sponsored by First National Bank as we're fixing to get ready to get going here in the curve second quarter. And Jordan, 0-14 ball game, still plenty of clock game left in this ball game, but you need to find a way to get some points here on this drive.
Absolutely. Obviously, you don't want to play the desperation card just yet. You're already down 14-0 heading into the second quarter. You got to get some points to try to stay in this ball game in this first half at least. Could you see how quickly Lake Creek is able to move the ball down the field? You have to respond.
So 3rd and 5 down here at the 30-yard line. Giddens, previous third downs, found his senior receiver Matthew Tatum here. We'll see what he's going to try to do here in the shotgun. Phelps to his left, he's going to hand it off. No, play action's going to be blown up there. A big hit there and incomplete. Trying to find, looks like, yeah, that was McCourt Norman there. Just could not connect the pass there. And it looks like it is going to be a punting time for Huntsville. Oh, no, maybe they're going to keep the offense out here. So maybe a pooch kick, maybe we'll see out of Giddens. He has done that in prior games. 3 receivers to the top, 1 at the bottom. Yep, here he goes. So he will kick it off here. And kind of a rugby-style kick here. It's going to be across, and the receiver is going to be out of bounds here, and it's going to be about a 25-yard punt there right at midfield. So we're going to keep it here. And Jordan, let's thank some more of our sponsors.
AB Squared Self-Storage Facility, your local go-to self-storage facility. Copeland Family Dentistry, wonderfully made. And Hartfield Floors, personalizing your events since 1957.
11 minutes, 51 seconds left to go here in the curve second quarter. Hornets down 0-14 here. As out come the Lions, led by Kate Tessier and their star young running back, Ty Byers. He's going to hand it off here. It's going to be kind of a wide receiver look. Maybe try to pass it. No, he's going to run it across the 45, and it's going to be down and marked out of bounds, stepped out of bounds there at the 41-yard line across the first down marker. So they're going to move the chains once again. Nice run play there from the wide receiver. It's Colby Wisniewski there on the play. So in the shotgun, 3 receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom. Byers going to try to make a one-man miss, and he is. It's going to cross though. Wow, across the 30-yard line. He is just taking what he wants right now to the 29-yard line for another first down.
Yeah, right now, like we said, This is what Lake Creek does. They move the ball down the field with efficiency. They find the gaps in the opposing defense as they've done all season long, no matter who the opponent is. And right now they're doing it against Huntsville.
Byers here on the handoff. No, going to be kept by Tessier. Tessier's going to try to find the edge there, and he's going to have a block too. Across the 20-yard line, it might be good enough for a first down. And they are going to give it a first down. So about 4 plays here and 4 first downs pretty much. Or 5 plays, 4 first downs.
Can't get much more efficient than that.
The Lions, this is what they've done all season, is running the ball with their running back, and here we see it with Tessier, the quarterback, giving it back to Byers here. Byers up the middle, and he's tried to stop there, and a good stop there for Hornets. Haven't seen that so far yet on the run. Held for nothing on the gain. 2nd and 10 now in the red zone. So the Lions 14-0. At the 19-yard line. 3 receivers on the bottom, 1 up top, going left to right of your radio dials. Tessier back to pass, trying to find his man to be wide open, but it will be dropped. Nice pressure there from Cole Schroeder, the junior safety, causing that drop. Trying to find Sam Lee there. It'll be 3rd and 10 for the Lions here at the 19-yard line.
This should be a good point here to get a big stop if you're Huntsville. You've been able to limit them here at the 19-yard line. All you got to do is do it for 1 more play.
Shotgun, 2 receivers on the top and bottom. Gonna have all day to throw. It's gonna be wide open, and we'll see if he can toe tap that. Nice catch there by Lee as he dropped the last pass. Didn't drop that one for a comfortable first down as Lake Creek's gonna move the chains once more. 1st and goal here at the 8-yard line. Lions knocking on the door one more time. Gives it off to Byers. Byers going to make a one-man miss and find the hole and score another touchdown, as it is now 20-0 here with 10 minutes and 12 seconds left to go in the 2nd quarter. And Jordan, looks like they're going to go for 2 once again.
This is what Lake Creek does. That's one of the reasons why they average about 58 points.
They just snapped it. It was across the snap. We had the field, and it looks like it will be in for the 2-point conversion. So mark that down at 22 now, 10-0 as Huntsville getting ugly early. So we're going to send it back to the station here. 10 minutes, 12 seconds left to go here in the curved 2nd quarter. Huntsville down 0-22 from the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Federal Credit Union. This is KSAM Sports.
This is B.J. McMichael, Minister of Students and Outreach at University Heights Baptist Church. I'm a proud 1993 Hornet graduate and 1998 Bearcat graduate. Here at University Heights, we cultivate people who make Jesus known by the lives we live and the conversations we have. This happens through 3 primary relationships: relationship with God, each other, and the world. We have some exciting next-gen ministry opportunities for all our birth through 12th grade Hornets and future Bearcats. Our weekly schedule and worship times are available online at uhbc.net or through our UHBC app. Sting 'em Hornet and eat 'em up Cats.
Welcome back here in the Copeland Fantasy Industry Hornets broadcast booth. Luke Scott here alongside Jordan Smith. And Jordan, 22-zip right now here in this curved 2nd quarter. Got to find a way to generate some sort of points on the board pretty soon.
Yeah, absolutely. That's something you cannot afford right now as you go down 22-0. Obviously, just all kinds of things going wrong, and unfortunately, it's nothing that the defense is doing wrong per se. It's just the very, very powerful offense of Lake Creek just overpowering this Huntsville defense. There's not much they've been able to do right now, except for a few plays. Had the 3rd down and 10 just before they were able to get down and score the touchdown. But really, for the Huntsville defense, they're just going up against a powerhouse of an offense.
Back to a return is Peyton Pryor. They're at his own goal line. Pryor going to try to find a man and get a hole there. It's going to be across the 30 to 35. A really nice return there all the way to the 36-yard line. A nice gain and good field position for this Hornet offense that has been able to move the ball a bit, just hasn't been able to find any points there to knock down.
Yeah, and that's the thing right now for this Hornet offense. They've been able to move the ball, like you said, down the field, and they've been able to have some good drives. They're just not able to finish those drives. You had the field goal opportunity earlier that ended up going wide left. Not sure if it was deflected at the line or not. May have potentially. Either way, they got to find a way to score on this drive here.
10 minutes, 2 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. That one's going to be Kieran Lee for a marginal gain of about 3 there, maybe 2 or 3 on the carry. First action we saw him tonight. 2nd and 8 now. Just shy of the 40-yard line. Huntsville's been running the ball well. They've been passing the ball well, just haven't been able to find the end zone yet tonight. And it's kind of a thing we've seen earlier to the season. Been able to move the ball, just haven't been able to, punch in a few scores. Of course, against Rudder, was able to find a way to get it done. It'll be a tough task tonight to come back here from this early deficit of 22 points. Giddens gets a snap, trying to find his man. Giddens going to be pressured here, rolling out to his right. And Giddens going to try to get rid of it, but he's not. Going to be hit out of bounds. And it will be a big loss there. So now it's going to be 3rd and about 15, 14 yards. This is not where you want to be if you're Huntsville.
And here's the thing with that play. The offensive line gave Jawan Giddens
plenty of time.
But the fact of the matter was everybody was covered down the field for Huntsville, and they created a situation where Giddens was just kind of a sitting duck, just waiting for somebody to be open. And in that position, if you're Giddens, granted he's still trying to, learn a little bit as the season goes on, but if you're Giddens, you got to find a way to step out of the pocket and try to get your receiver to create a little bit of space to get the ball down the field.
A coverage sack, if you will. We are going to have flag on the play here, and it will be backing up 5 yards, and that's kind of been another one of these storylines during the season in Huntsville and their penalties.
Number 45, 5-yard penalty.
That one's going to be there on Peyton Pryor, the sophomore receiver. This was not set and got the illegal formation penalty there. It's going to back him up 5 more yards. 3rd and now 20 to go here. At the 26-yard line, going to hand it off. No, find Conte, and Conte's going to drop the pass. Going to be filed incomplete there. So 8 minutes, 22 seconds left to go here, and another 4th down, 4th and 13, and you're going to have to punt this ball back to this high-powered Lake Creek offense.
Yeah, that's the thing right now for Hunter. Right now they're lining up as if they're going to go for it more than likely, like you said, because they're in that 4th and 20. They're going to have to send it away. Not what you want, so far with this offense if you're Huntsville.
He's going to punt a good punt here to the 40-yard line. Going to be caught for a fair catch there. Lee's going to call a fair catch. So it's going to be down at the 42-yard line. So we're going to keep it here in Jordan. Let's thank some more of our sponsors.
This season of Huntsville Hornet football is presented to you by First National Bank of Huntsville, Huntsville's only locally owned community bank and serving generations of customers for over 130 years. Mocha Mocha Attorneys at Law for your estate planning, real estate, or business law needs. Call Mocha Mocha Attorneys at Law, serving Huntsville since 1971. And Nelson and Myers Collision Center, honest work, quality service.
So back out comes Lions offense. A lot of this production here coming through the running game. As this one's going to be to Lee, a jet sweep across the 45 to the 50. Going to try to spin and finagle his way across first down. He is going to get it. So another first down here for the Lions as they just keep on churning out again and again and again first downs.
Gave it a 12-yard gain, and like you said, he had a spin move right there on the sideline, but was just able to sneak past the 50-yard line to now get into Huntsville territory. That's just what they've been doing. They've been able to get plays, get good plays on every single opportunity.
Play action pass to me, a backwards pass here now, and a big hit there by Sakari Carew, looks like, and a couple of defenders there. Nice play there by Jeremiah Winfrey also to get in on the action. It's going to back him up for a loss there. It's going to be 2nd and about, 15 or so now. Backing up in Huntsville's, in Lions' own territory. Tessier back to pass, looking to check it down. Knows he's going to scramble forward. It's going to be across the 45. It looks like there is going to be a flag on the play, and a lot of times when it comes from behind the offensive line, it's going to be moving back with the holding call.
Absolutely. Let's see what they say here.
Hold. Offense, number 78.
It's going to be Jude Simpson, senior offensive lineman there, making a costly error. Is going to back him up even further. So now we're looking at a couple big 3rd downs and yardages here. This is going to be on 2nd down, but 2nd and over 20 and a little bit more than that. So second down and long, 25 yards. 3 receivers on the bottom, 1 up top. Tessier trying to find his man. Has all day. Got to be able to hold in there somewhere. It's going to take a huge pass to get a lot of it back, almost to the original line of scrimmage. There is another flag on the play.
Holding. Offense. 75. 6-yard penalty.
Penalty that you call there this time on Kendall Ballou, the senior offensive lineman. Backs him up another 5, so now it'll be second down and 30. This is what you want if you're Huntsville. Back them up way deep in their own territory as they sit on their own 27-yard line. The line to gain is the Huntsville 38. So now you got the advantage if you're Huntsville here.
Back to pass. It's going to be a quarterback draw. Good pressure there from Shiloh Jones there to make the stop there, limiting a carry. And Lions, who've gotten a lot of their yards throughout the season and their points through the running game, this is where you want them at, third and just shy of 30.
Exactly. That's the thing. Right now for Huntsville, they got to make sure they take advantage here. Right now they're setting up at a 2-safety formation. You have to make sure that you are aware of where everybody is at all times.
Keep everything in front of you. That's the defense. A big hit there. That ball almost came loose. That was our man, Zach Moss, there for Frank Oliver's Realtor. Hornets hard hit. Great play there for Zach Moss. So we talked about him and talked earlier this week to him, and that's just what he's been doing these past couple weeks.
And that's the thing that benefits this Huntsville defense. Like you said, getting the huge hit on that one and now back him up. And this is a first that we've seen, I believe, here tonight, if not one of the only few times. Huntsville's getting the ball on a punt. And they're going to get it in favorable field position, too. That's the main difference. They now need to take advantage.
That one almost got blocked there by Shiloh Jones. And Matthew Tatum's going to be back to return this one from Sawyer Matchett. Matthew Tatum's going to try to find the edge, make a one-man miss, but can't evade another tackler there. So let's be down at the 38-yard line. 5 minutes, 27 seconds left to go here in the second quarter, in the curve second quarter, as Huntsville's getting out and ready to come back. We're going to keep it here. As Jordan, let's thank a couple more of our sponsors.
Murray Insurance and Financial Services, an agent you can trust. Climate Tech Secure Storage, the ideal place to keep your belongings safe and secure. And MRC Creekside, a healthy living senior center.
So back out comes Juwan Giddens and the rest of this offense. 5 minutes, 30 seconds left to go. Quick pass to Savion Conte on the spread. Screen play there, and just about a couple of yards to gain. Second and now 8 there. You kind of want to get a larger chunk there on the first play there, but it is positive, so Hornets keeping it going.
And something that you mentioned earlier, the Hornets get the ball to start the second half, so it's crucial for Huntsville right now to get down the field and score. You want the touchdown, you need the touchdown at this point. Even a field goal still somewhat helps.
Giddens back down to pass, across the middle. It's going to be dropped there by Phelps there, as he had a nice little flare across the middle from the backfield and just couldn't make the catch there. So the third down and a sizable gain here. 3rd and 7 now, as we just talked about. You'd like for this to be the last possession of the half here, as Giddens now empty formation, 3 by up top, 2 at the bottom, going right to left of your radio dials. Find his play call at the sideline, signaling it in his coaches down here. Giddens, and there is going to be a call to timeout here on the field. Let's thank some more of our sponsors. That's a Lake Creek timeout, so 2 timeouts remaining left to go. All 3 still here for Huntsville, as we're going to send it back to the station here for a short break. 22-0 your ball game. 3rd and 7 here left to go from the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Federal Credit Union. This is KSAM Sports.
Attention Hornet Nation volleyball. The Whataburger Sweet and Spicy Bacon Burger is an all-time favorite. It brings so many flavors together in harmony, you might wonder if it's greater than the sum of its parts. It's got 2 all-beef patties, both of which fantastic. Crispy bacon, love that. Grilled onions, melty cheese. I mean, who would say no? And sweet and spicy pepper sauce. Yes, please. I guess we're kind of partial to every part. The Sweet and Spicy Bacon Burger from Whataburger. Just like you like it. Order online to earn rewards.
As that burger sounds pretty good, what else sounds pretty good is a scoring drive right here, which we desperately need here. 4 minutes, 50 seconds left to go here in this first half. Giddens, 3 up top, 2 up bottom, empty formation. Oh, as there is going to be a flag on the play. And it looks like one of these receivers forgot the snap count, and that is Phelps there lined up in the slot. As we did lose the ref mic there. So back it up 5 yards now. 3rd and 12 now for your Hornets here. Another one of these costly penalties that have been kind of plaguing this offense all year is another one. Comes right there when especially needed it on the 3rd down. So 3rd and 12 here. Staying in the same formation. Giddens pressured. Nope, going to find his man. And it's going to be a low throw and incomplete there to Braylon Phelps. And it is going to be 4th down and 12 here as Lake Creek's going to get the ball back one more time, it looks like. So 4 minutes, 45 seconds left to go here. The Huntsville offense is signaling to stay out here. We'll see if Giddens moves back. Yes, he is. And looks like another timeout called here by Lake Creek. That's going to knock them down, only having 1 left to go here in this first half. We're going to thank some more of our sponsors here, Jordan.
Mirsky's Cafe, home of the Hootie Burger. Frank Oliveras, Pinnacle Realty. Bring it home, Hornets, in this season of Huntsville Hornet football is being presented to you by First National Bank of Huntsville, Huntsville's only locally owned community bank.
Yeah, I couldn't do it without our sponsors. I want to thank them again throughout the flow of the season into the postseason. Hopefully, as Hornets can continue this stretch of good games and potentially win this game and maybe come back in this game and continue it further down the season. Next week, going to Brenham. Carlos Zimmerman and Brian Adams will be back on the call. I'll be on the sideline. And then following up that will be the season closer there here at Bauer Stadium as offense fixing to get right back going. So 4th down and 12 here at the own 37. Giddens is going to jump on back. No one back deep to return the kick. That's going to be kicked off, and it's going to be a good punt. Really nice punt there by Giddens. It's going to roll its way all the way down across the 10, maybe even to the 5. No, it's going to die out right before the 5 at the 6-yard line, 6.5, 7-yard line. Great punt there for Giddens to pin this high-powered Lions offense back.
Yeah, that's a good job right there for Huntsville to be able to pin them back. Like you said, 4:28 left to go here in this first half. And now if you're Huntsville, you got to do what you did back deep in that last drive before the touchdown occurred. You got a few plays. You got a good few stops for the defense. You got to do it again here. And if you could do it deep in the Lions' zone territory, you're setting yourself up nicely.
And how big would a turnover be right here with only less than 5 minutes to go here? Is going to give it right off the Byers, and Byers is going to get across the 10 to the 11.5-yard line for a good gain of about 5 there. Ty Byers just had his role tonight. Which has not been found a way to be stopped yet. Snap back, Tessier going to give it right back to Byers. No, going to keep it himself across outside, trying to get across the edge, and a good play there made by Isaiah Collins. Nice play by the junior DB, finding his way and setting the edge.
That'll push the Lions back to the 10-yard line.
Also one on the play, now making it about a 3rd and 5, maybe 3rd and 6 situation here. And for Huntsville, got to do what you've done the last couple of plays. Good job so far to start the drive. Keep it going.
Yeah, Hornets are going to send the house here tonight, right now, and Tessier's going to find a way to get out. It will be flagged back, it looks like, though, as Tessier's going to get to the 15-yard line. We'll be short of a 1st down here. We'll see what the play call, and it is going to be a hold there.
Yeah, that's a big thing. It's going to be a penalty on Lake Creek, so that'll back them up even more.
Yeah, it will be a hold there. Yeah, we're not going to have our ref mic right now. So we are going to decline it here. It's going to keep the offense out here on the field. 4th down now. It's going to be interesting to see what the Lions do. 4th and 1 as they have been able to run the ball really, really effectively.
Especially on a 4th and 1 situation.
We need a big stop here. Be surprised. Yeah, they are going to give it off to him. And Byard's going to find a big hole in the middle, and he is gone. 40, 35, or 50 to the 40, 35, 30. 25 going to get, Isaiah Collins is going to try to catch him down, but he is not a huge run there. An 85-yard touchdown there for Ty Byers. And another one today to put it up 28-0.
I mean, what else can you say? That's the exact thing we talked about in the pregame show that you cannot afford if you're Huntsville, allowing them to create those open seams and being able to run wherever they wanted. That time, they ran it 85 yards to the end zone.
Especially there on a 4th down and 1. And it's a credit to this offensive line unit here for the Lions as we're fixing to get ready to kick up this extra point here by Abbott. Alex Abbott, kick up and hold, and kick is up, and it is right down the pipe. Good. So 3 minutes, 2 seconds left to go here in the 3 minutes, 2 seconds left to go here in the first half. We're going to send it back to the station for a quick break. We'll be right back from the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Federal Credit Union. This is KSAM Sports.
Bank with confidence with the hometown bank, First National Bank of Huntsville. Our bank lobbies are open, and we also have 3 drive-through locations, multiple ATMs, telephone banking, plus online and mobile banking options, all available for your safety and convenience. For over 130 years, our focus has always been about the great people in our community. As Huntsville's only locally owned community bank, you can trust First National Bank of Huntsville to be your financial partner today and for future generations.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
29-0 score is your ball game. Welcome back to the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. Luke Scott here, filling in for Carlos Zimmerman as Jordan Smith's filling in for Brian Adams. Neither could be here tonight. 3 minutes, 2 seconds left to go here in the first half. Jordan, tough start for the Hornets.
It is a tough start, and that's something that obviously you're going to see some adjustments. At least you hope to see adjustments at the halftime break. They're going to go in, discuss what they've seen so far, and try to figure out what they can do to try to change things in the second half.
Yeah, and the troubling thing, a lot of these runs is going to short kick and a little pooch kick here at the 30-yard line. Bobbled, called fair catch, though, so it will be down at the 30-yard line, but to keep on talking about the Lake Creed offense, just real quick. We talked about how good their running game is, and the troubling thing is it's just right up the gut every time.
That's the thing. It's one reason why they've been able to do so well is because of their offensive line. We talked about the Huntsville offensive line and how much of a cohesive unit they are and how consistent they are. Same thing with Lake Creek. They've got a very good group with that front 5, and really they've been able to put up against anybody all season.
Handoff there just for a marginal gain. Not much to go. Going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and if at that, Kieran Lee there on the carry. Saw a lot of Braylon Phelps. Now we're seeing a little bit of Kieran Lee. That's his second carry of the day. Both not going for much. 2 carries for 3 yards on the day. 2 minutes, 40 seconds left to go here. Left in the first half. In the curve second quarter is another 2nd and long. Not a great spot to be in the past couple drives. Other than that first drive, the first 2 drives, Hornets have been just 2nd and long, 3rd and long this whole time.
So that bunch formation again.
Yeah, back in that bunch formation. 2 receivers up top, 2 at the bottom. Giddens back to pass, trying to find some time with his legs. He is going to take off and scramble with it. Across the 40, he's going to get a first down and bulldoze his way to the 45. A nice carry there for Giddens as we get another one of these Mocha Turney first downs.
And that's the thing that Juwan Giddens is going to have to do, like I talked about earlier. Create plays with his legs. He can do it, and we've seen flashes of him doing it so far this season. He's got to be able to find that time, that right time on each of these plays to make his own play.
Screen pass there. Going to cut it back across the field as we're going to see what Huntsville is trying to trick up here. It's going to get in the way there. A nice, solid gain, not a fantastic gain. A couple yards there, about 5 or 6 there for DeMarcus Williams on the screen pass. It's a screen pass. He kind of cut it back across the middle of the field against the grain there. A solid gain. 1 minute, 39 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. 29-0 is your score. Huntsville trying to find the score for the first time. Giddens, play action, trying to find the deep ball as he's going to find across Matthew Tatum wide open. A good gain to the 30-yard line. And for another, Mocha Turney's at law, first down.
And that was a good play design right there. Giddens knowing and timing it just right. That is, the receiver was going to be down the field. They got to hurry, though. 1:18 left to go here in this one. Getting to the 30 helps, but you still got to get 30 yards to the end zone. And right now, you need a touchdown if you're Huntsville.
A simple cover 2 look there from the defense, finding the open field in the middle, and the post route was Tatum. Giddens now trying to find Tatum once again. That one overthrown, incomplete. 2nd and 10 now at the 30-yard line. Go ahead.
That throw seemed a little bit forced there on that one. Sailing it over the intended target on the play, like you said, and Matthew Tatum, the senior. You have time if you need to find a way to create a play and maybe just get yourself a few extra seconds. Roll to your right, roll to your left, kind of figure something out, but the offensive line was holding. Didn't really need to force that one, and it also seemed like kind of threw it off his back foot a bit. Got to find a way to center his balance.
Giddens now in the shotgun. 3 receivers at the bottom, 1 up top. Going right to left, and Giddens across the middle, wide open. Nice pitch and catch there across the 10-yard line. Really nice play there for Huntsville. Looks like that was Peyton Pryor there on the catch for another Mocha Turney's first down. And now getting to the Murray Insurance Financial Services red zone. So 1st and 10 now here at the Lake Creek 12-yard line. Giddens back in the bunch, gets a snap. It's be trying to take down for a loss, and it's be a big sack on the play. Back down at the 21-yard line. Great pressure there from Davis Lee. As Huntsville has called a timeout, we're going to keep it here. A University Heights Baptist Church timeout. As we're going to keep it here. And Jordan, can you thank some more of our sponsors real quick?
Absolutely. University Heights Baptist Church, cultivating people who make Jesus known through the lives we live and conversations we have. Hit solutions, we bring you home. The Huntsville Hornets Quarterback Club, Feel the Sting. Curves, free guided workouts at Curves, and Whataburger, just like you like it.
So a tough sack to take there if you're Huntsville. 2nd and 19 to go. 29 seconds left to go here in the Curve second quarter. So gotta like to see what we're gonna try to draw up here just outside of the 20-yard line at the 21. Jordan, a nice drive right here, but just another big sack to take there, and it really kills some momentum.
That's the thing. Now you kind of have to figure out what you're going to do here with this 2nd and 19. 29 seconds left to go in this half. You've got to get inside the 10-yard line on this play.
Giddens back to snap, gets it. Trying to find Tatum across the field, and it's going to be batted down and almost picked right there by the linebacker, Chase Brown. Had both his hands on it, but you know what they say, that's why he plays defense.
Yeah, you got to give credit to Chase Brown there. He was quarterback hawking, quarterback spying that whole time back there in the linebacker spot, and just did a good job of reading when Giddens is going to throw it. You have to give credit to Lake Creek's defense sometimes, because that was just a well-read play by Chase Brown.
Giddens trying to force his way to Matthew Tatum there on the target. Giddens now on the rollout. Trying to find Conte, Savion Conte across the 15, or just going to mark him right at the 15-yard line. So 4th down and about 13 to go. 17 seconds left. Clock stopped there out of bounds. Yeah, 4th and 13 now at the 15-yard line.
This is going to be an interesting decision here coming up from Coach Rodney Souther. Looks like he's keeping his offense out there on the field. You know, you need the touchdown right now. Now he's going to take a timeout, and you want to think about this a little more because of the fact that it's 4th and 13. It's not an easy 4th down situation by any means. And right now the ball's sitting on the 15-yard line. You probably have somewhere around a 30, 32-ish yard field goal try. Now, obviously, so far in the ballgame, 0 for 1 is the special teams on field goal tries for Huntsville. However, this time they go with the wind as it's blowing from their back on 4 towards the end zone. So really that's going to help him out a little bit, but a very interesting decision coming up here for head coach Rodney Southern.
Yeah, Coach Rodney Southern takes another University Heights Baptist Church timeout here. It'll be interesting to see. Jordan, I hate saying you take the points with the field goal, but sometimes that's just the right thing to do when you're down 29-0. So I would expect the team to stay out. Yep, and they are going to. Giddens, 2 receivers up top, 2 at the bottom. As Conte down here at the very far left. And Lake Creek's going to call a timeout, see what it looks like. And they're going to respond back and make some adjustments of their own here.
Yeah, that's the thing. They really called that timeout just to see what Huntsville was going to line up with. And now, if you're Huntsville, obviously, you know Lake Creek's going to call a timeout. So that's not exactly the formation or exactly the play you're going to call, because you're fully expecting the Lions to call a timeout to see what you bring out there. If this is a field goal situation, Lake Creek probably doesn't call that timeout. Well, they only call that timeout because of the fact that the offense was back out there on the field. Huntsville, remind you, they need the 2 to officially get the first down, and they currently sit on the 15. They got a long way to go sitting inside of the Murray Insurance and Financial Services red zone. It's going to be interesting to see what kind of play design, what play call Huntsville comes up with here.
Yeah, it's going to be more difficult because that defense is pinned back to its own goal line, so there's nothing left behind them, really, just the end zone. So the 3 receivers to the top, 1 at the bottom, Conte by himself. Giddens gets a snap, rolling out across to his right, trying to find a wide open man, and it's going to be caught to Matthew Tatum. He's going to be down right at the 2-yard line. We'll see where they get it to him, and they're going to give him a first down. 10 seconds left to go, as there's going to be a quick Frank Oliveira's University Heights Baptist Church timeout, and a nice play there for Matthew Tatum, another conversion.
That was a fantastic job by Huntsville to get the first down, just barely getting to the 2-yard line. The second effort there for Huntsville, being able to keep the drive alive. And now you have 10 seconds left. You have time for a couple plays. They're obviously, the first one's going to go through the air more than likely, because now in this situation, you don't want to try to run a play, end up fumbling and try to use a timeout and risk a fumble. At this point, you just try and get in the end zone on this first play. Neither team has any timeouts. That's the other thing, too. So it's not like you can do a quick run play, try to get an extra yard or even get in the end zone, and then call a quick timeout and only take 3 or 4 seconds off the clock. This might be, there's probably only going to be 2 plays left. If you don't get it on the first one, that probably takes about 4 or 5 seconds. Then you got time for 1 more play to end the half. You have to score on these next 2.
Jawan Giddens had Kidd. Kieran Lee was open in the corner, trying to go a corner route to the pylon in the end zone, but credit to Giddens. There was a linebacker right there, makes the read, goes back across and finds a wide open receiver there, Tatum. Now comes 2 receivers at the top, 2 at the bottom, spreading the Lions defense out. Giddens, direct snap, he's going to run it, and it is going to be nothing there. It's going to be tough to have to spike the ball, and it's going to run out of clock, and you've got to disagree with that play call there at the end on the quarterback draw. Power play. That's going to send us to halftime. 29-0 is your ball game as Lake Creek is taking care of business currently right now. We're going to send it back to the station, and we're going to get right back to our halftime show. From the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Federal Credit Union, this is KSAM Sports.
Caught the Ford fever? Then head to Bill Fick Ford in Huntsville for the best customer service and best deal on your new Ford. Now's a great time to check out our remaining 2022 Ford F-Series truck and fuel-efficient Ford SUVs while they last. And if you don't see what you want on the lot, we'll help you build the 2023 truck of your dreams, and you'll still get a no-bull deal. Stop in today and see for yourself why so many folks buy at Bill Fick Ford, or check us out online at BillFickFordHuntsville.com.
Huntsville ISD is the best place for children to be. We offer a full-day pre-K center to advanced career and college options, along with a variety of extracurricular activities and award-winning fine arts, band and athletics programs, and excellent child nutrition and bus transportation services, bilingual ESL and GW PT program, special education services, and a career and technical education program that provides multiple certification and licensing options for students. Visit huntsville-isd.org. It's a great day to be a Hornet. We're building champions, everyone, every day.
At CSCU, we want you to bank happy, spend smart, and live well. If you have a CSCU debit card, make sure you're enjoying all the perks that come with your card. You choose with our debit card rewards program that earns you points for every purchase. Points can be redeemed for cash back, merchandise, and more. Signing up is easy. Visit cscutx.com, click on You Choose in the quick links, then register for the program. You'll begin earning points for rewards immediately. CSCU. Bank happy, spend smart, live well. Member NCUA, membership eligibility required.
Texpress Urgent Care Clinic in Huntsville would like to help keep your family and friends safe and prevent the spread of viruses. They are a walk-in clinic and offer quick, efficient flu and strep treatment. Texpress Urgent Care Clinic offers a variety of procedures, open 7 days a week. Check their website at texpressurgentcare.com and visit them on Facebook. That's Texpress Urgent Care Clinic, located at 193 I-45 South, near Bahama Bucks and Buffalo Wild Wings in Huntsville.
Good evening, football fans. This is Jeff Dunn from Huntsville Church of Christ with tonight's Hornet Nation Test. If the Star-Spangled Banner, a silent prayer, and a whistle sounds like the beginning of a great Friday night to you, you might belong to Hornet Nation. At Huntsville Church of Christ, we strive to be a place to believe, a place to be loved. If that sounds like somewhere you need to be, come see us. You belong at HCOC.
Why are people driving from all over Texas to Wiesner Hyundai to get a real deal on real inventory? And during the month of October, the savings are so good, it's scary. Get a 2023 Hyundai Sonata, several to choose from, and more arriving daily. Or 2023 Hyundai Santa Fe's in stock and ready to rock. Get 2023 Hyundai Tucsons. You want them, we got them. Buy for less at Wiesner Hyundai. Exit 87B, Wilson Road in Conroe, or WiesnerHyundai.com.
Check out America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, and the Hyundai Assurance Program today.
Hi, I'm Toy Williamson, president of Walker County Federal Credit Union. If you aren't a credit union member, you're missing out on what membership can do for you. Things like low rates on consumer loans, along with some of the friendliest and most helpful service in town. If you live or work in Walker County, you are eligible for membership. Call or come by our office today on Normal Park Drive, and we will be happy to show you all the ways membership can work for you. We are Walker County Federal Credit Union, member NCUA.
AB Squared Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need, big or small. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they have it all. AB Squared Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment option. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com.
Mercedes Cafe in New Waverly is open for breakfast at 7:30 on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Get a great start to your day. Chicken fried steaks, chicken fried chicken, and hamburger steaks. Or go lighter with salads. Go for Taco Tuesday and Fish Fridays. Lunch starts at 11. Private dining room or catering available. Dine in, curbside pickup, or to-go orders. 936-439-5039. Mercedes Cafe in New Waverly, 315 FM 1375. Check them out on Facebook. Home of the world-famous Hootie Burger and proud supporters of the Hornets and Bulldogs.
Joetta's Boutique knows all about fashion. We offer trendy and affordable styles, as well as timeless and traditional choices, with sizes ranging from extra small to 2X. We strive for excellence with our outstanding merchandise and friendly customer service. Please come and see for yourself. We're located inside Westville Mall here in Huntsville, or you can shop on our website at joettas.com. And be sure and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Joetta's Boutique, vintage and new, classy and glam.
I'm Billy Coffin with Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, and we understand every life is unique. Some are filled with sports or music or smiles and laughter. Whatever memories you have, you can trust Walker County's premier funeral home to serve our friends and neighbors in their time of need. We are family owned and operated, and we are a proud supporter of Huntsville Athletics. Sting 'em, Hornets. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, 1700 Normal Park Drive in Huntsville.
Hey folks, it's Steven over here at Adams Furniture. We're your Huntsville, Texas hometown furniture store. Come in and see why we carry the top brands with great customer service. We carry brands such as Tempur-Pedic, Sealy Hybrid, Serta mattresses. We have the biggest selection of Lazy Boy recliners, double reclining sofas, reclining love seats. We have all American-made hardwood bedroom furniture, living room furniture, all American-made lift chairs. All this is in stock and ready for delivery at Adams Furniture. We are cheaper in the country. Shop local with us and save your money. That's Adams Furniture, 30 State Highway, 75 North and 10th Street.
This is the Northside Baptist Church Hornets High School halftime report. Here's Carlos Zimmerman and Brian Adams.
Welcome back here to the Copeland Fantasy Dentistry Hornets broadcast booth. 23 minutes to go left in the halftime, and it's myself, Luke Scott here, and Jordan Smith helping me out tonight, filling in for Carlos Zimmerman and Brian Adams. They were not able to come and be here tonight, so in comes us two. Halftime show sponsored by Northside Baptist Church, and Jordan, 29-0 score your ball game, and the offense for Huntsville has been able to move the ball a little bit, and they were in the red zone, and just couldn't get it going, and just couldn't find a way to score any points.
Yeah, and really for Huntsville, it seemed like at certain times they were trying to force things, and then other times it was just Lake Creek being Lake Creek. I mean, you already knew coming into this ball game that it was going to be a tough ask and a tough task anyways, going up against this Lake Creek Lions squad who has been absolutely demolishing teams left, right, and center so far this year. We talked about it. You talked about it in the postgame show as well as Coach talked about it. One of the reasons why they average 58.5 points per game is exactly what we're seeing right now. They've been able to move the ball down the field, mainly with the running game. They've had some good passes, obviously, to kind of keep that balance. And something we talked about in the pregame show, you got to find a way to make them one-dimensional, preferably stopping the running game. They have not been able to do that whatsoever so far in this ball game, especially with that 85-yard touchdown run that we saw to make it a 29-0 ball game here in this one. And then, at the end, I understand calling a run play if you still have a timeout with 10 seconds left to go.
Yeah.
They did not have a timeout, so the thing is you go with the pass play, and if you don't have something in the first 2-3 seconds, what have you, throw it out the back of the end zone, reconvene, see if you can run another one, or go for the field goal and head into the halftime break at least with something on the board, instead of going into halftime with the goose egg and trying to re-game plan your entire offense and your entire game plan, even on defense as well, for the second half.
And talked about Lake Creek averaging 58 points a game this season. What are they at right now? 29. They are right on pace there to hit their 58 points per game. And yeah, I mean, I agree. I mean, if you have a timeout there, you can play, or you can call a run play, but right there, and with 10 seconds to go, you're going to get multiple plays off. And right there, it just killed some momentum. Huntsville will get the ball coming after the outside of halftime and start the third quarter. But Jordan, on the defense, talking about the defense now for Huntsville, been able to get pressure on the quarterback Tessier tonight, but just haven't found a way to answer to this running game here by Byers and Tessier running the ball.
Yeah, and that's the main thing. They just have not been able to find an answer on defense for both of those two. And this entire offense, you saw it from the first offensive play of the ball game for Lake Creek, where they got the 25-yard reception right over the middle of the field, and you kind of started to sense, if they're not going to be able to figure this out in this next couple of plays, this may be a common theme. They ended up scoring in the first 4 or 5 plays of the ball game, only took a minute and a half off the clock, and it's been kind of that same story with most every offensive drive for the Lions of Lake Creek so far in this first half of the ball game. Huntsville's got to find a way to slow them down. Now, credit the defense. They did start getting a little bit of slowdown for Lake Creek in that second quarter, late in that second quarter, kind of even the middle part of it. You even saw a situation where Lake Creek had to punt the ball away to Huntsville, and that's what the Hornets need to find a way to do more of, is getting them to stop 3 and outs, not getting too far down the field, and setting yourself up with any field position, more or less good field position, to let your offense be able to work without allowing another touchdown to score for Lake Creek. Because at the end of the day, while you say, yes, there's still an entire half of football, each score that happens, it kills the momentum more and more and more, and eventually you kind of start seeing it where half the team kind of feels like it's over at a certain point. Now, obviously, like I said, there's still a half of football left. Anything can happen. This is Texas high school football. But you've got to find a way to come out of that halftime locker room get the stop on defense, but before that, get a touchdown. There's no other thing you can do at this point. With 24 minutes left to go in the ball game once we start play again, you've got to get a touchdown on that first offensive drive coming out of the half, and then get the defensive stop to give the ball right back to your offense.
Well, a little bit of a silver lining so far this season is that Huntsville's looked really good coming out of halftime after adjustments, especially in the past couple of weeks with those couple of victories that we have in district. This has been the halftime show. It is sponsored by Northside Baptist Church, and we're going to send it back to station in Hornets Nest with Shannon Dunking coming up right up next from the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Federal Credit Union. This is KSAM Sports.
Stop any of the guys coming off the field at time, and most would tell you they need the rest. There's been a lot of helmet clashing and pad slapping in the first half. They need to rest and recuperate for the second half. We all need rest from the bruises and hard knocks that life can sometimes deliver. I want to suggest you come out to Northside this Sunday. Take a break from the playing field of life. Rest, recuperate, clear your mind. Make a plan for the new week ahead. I'm Reagan Cooksey, pastor of Northside Baptist Church. Are you listening?
Happy Friday Night Lights, Hornet Nation fans. Thanks for tuning in and listening to the broadcast of tonight's Hornet football game here on KSAM Radio. Here's what's buzzing in HISD. The Huntsville ISD Board of Trustees met last night for their monthly meeting. We had a wonderful crowd and enjoyed recognizing several employees from Huntsville High School. Please help us congratulate Miss Susan Small, our HISD Educator of the Month, and Miss Rochelle Finner, our HISD Employee of the Month. We also had the pleasure of recognizing Huntsville High School senior scholar William Wood. William has been named a National Merit Scholar Commended Student in their 2023 scholarship program. We also recognized and celebrated the special partnership we have with Northside Baptist Church. Northside came to Huntsville ISD's rescue earlier this month when we had to evacuate and relocate one of our elementary campuses due to a major water main break, and our regular relocation sites were not available. Northside didn't hesitate in opening up their doors to our students and staff for the day, and we can't thank them enough for their sweet hospitality. We cherish our long-standing partnership with our faithful friends at Northside Baptist, and we thank them so much for always doing whatever it takes to support our community and public schools. October is Principals Appreciation Month, and HISD is proud to celebrate all of our amazing campus principals. Please help us thank our campus principals this month by sharing a simple high five or wave hello, or better yet, drop them a quick email or drop them a note just to say thanks for all that they do leading our campuses each day. We couldn't build champions in Huntsville ISD without our dedicated principals. The Hornet Quarterback Club showed their support for our campus principals last night by presenting new Hornet flags to principals at the board meeting so that each campus could fly their Hornet pride high. October is also Bullying Prevention Month in Huntsville ISD, and our campuses have been busy raising awareness of bullying and cyberbullying with strong messages against bullying of any kind, in person or online. Let us all remember that in our world where you can be anything, just be kind. This month, we also celebrate Red Ribbon Week. The designated week this school year is next week, October the 24th through the 28th, and our campuses have crazy dress-up days scheduled and lots of activities and lessons planned to help stress the importance of making wise and healthy choices, saying no to drugs, alcohol, and other unhealthy and harmful activities. Be sure to know what's happening at your child's campus next week and encourage them to participate in the fun. Join Huntsville ISD this month as we commit to being kind and making wise and healthy choices to take care of ourselves and others. It's the Hornet way. Hornet football will be on the road next Friday night, October the 28th, to Brenham to take on Brenham High School Cubs with a 7:30 p.m. kickoff. All the game information and tickets can be found on the HornetNation.org website. Then the Hornets will wrap up regular season play with a final home game on Friday, November the 4th at Bauer Stadium against Richmond Randall High School. The Huntsville High School Grenadier Guard drill team have been busy fundraising, and they are now gearing up to host their Little Gigi's Dance Clinic. Their clinic will be held on Saturday morning, October the 22nd from 9 a.m. until noon, with show-offs starting at noon in the Paul Boyne Gym. Pre-registration for the clinic is $45 per child or $50 at the door that morning. The clinic fee includes a t-shirt, light snack, and photo, so if you want to ensure that your little dancer gets all those goodies, you'll want to get them signed up early today. Check out the GG's social media post for all the details. And then the Little GG participants will be invited to be part of the pregame activities with the Big GGs at at that final home game on November the 4th. Did you know that the Lady Hornet volleyball team is currently 5-2 in district? Lady Hornet varsity have 2 matches remaining in their regular season, and they invite everyone out to the Paul Boyne Gym next Tuesday night to help pack the stands and cheer them on as they host Porter at 5:30 p.m. Good luck, ladies. Let's sting 'em. Huntsville ISD is hosting a special programs parent information night this coming Monday, October the 24th, in the Commons at Huntsville High School. This will be a come-and-go event for parents and students from 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m., where we will be providing information about our bilingual, ESL, dyslexia, 504, and special education programs offered in Huntsville ISD. Specific program information, child find information, and resources for student supports will also be shared. All parents and students of Huntsville ISD and the surrounding communities are welcome to attend. Participants are asked to please park in the back parking lot and use the rear entrance to the Commons. Huntsville ISD bond construction projects are underway across the entire district. In addition to some initial work being done on our elementary campuses, significant work has been done at the campus of Mance Park Middle School and Huntsville High School, with more to come. Our HISD sports projects are so impressive, and great progress is being made for the football stadium and baseball softball fields. If you haven't driven by, we encourage you to do so. It's so exciting, and that we're still pinching ourselves frequently with great appreciation to everyone who supported at the HISD Bond 2021. Our Hornet champions deserve to have the best facilities, and we are officially under construction, making it happen thanks to your votes. We invite you to check out our social media posts and website for more bond progress updates and information. It's a great day to be a Hornet. We are building champions, everyone, every day. We hope you enjoy listening to the rest of tonight's game here on KSAM. Good luck, Hornets. Let's sting 'em.
Halftime is an opportunity for teams to rest from the events of the first half and get a plan for the future of the second half. Broadcasters are busy analyzing what has already happened, while coaches are planning strategies and making changes, but the final score is yet to be determined. We want a Hornet victory in the future. Life is a lot like a football game. We all have a past that we cannot change, and we don't know what the future will bring. There's something unique about life in the future. Jesus is already there. You can trust him with the plan of your future life. I'm Reagan Cooksey, pastor of Northside Baptist Church. Are you listening?
Welcome back here in the Copeland Fantasy Dentistry broadcast booth here in the Northside Baptist Church halftime shows. We're going to sit it down to field. GG's and the Huntsville Hornet military marching band are performing right now. We're going to listen in real quick.
presents the Huntsville Hornet Military Marching Band. The band is under the field direction of drum majors Madison Boston and Benjamin Hendricks. Tonight, the band is performing their precision military drill to Montana Fanfare by Thomas Doss, arranged by John Matthews. Invictus by Carl King, and Mighty Mike by Ted Masang, arranged by Andy Twist.
That is the Huntsville Military Marching Band. I'm sorry we can't get more of it to you because we have to go back to break here, but we'll be right back here from the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Credit Union. This is KSAM Sports.
I'm Ricky Cooksey, and I have a thought I want to share with you. Are you listening? I saw a tractor-trailer rig on a highway. It had a flat trailer, one that has the arched middle when it's empty. Once loaded, the arch straightens out under the weight of the load. I saw one that had a huge blade and assorted attachments that go on a bulldozer. However, the trailer was not flattened out under the load. It was still arched up. I thought of my God who tells me to bring my situations of my life to him and leave them there. He can handle whatever I bring him. You'll discover you cannot flatten God out. No load is too big. No load is too heavy. He has no limits. Cast all your cares upon him who cares immensely for you. I'm Regan Cooksey, pastor of Northside Baptist Church. Are you listening? Northside Baptist Church is a vibrant, growing body of believers located at 1207 FM 980 in Huntsville, Texas. Check us out at northside-baptist.org. Northside Baptist Church, going people in Christ to reach people for Christ.
This is the KSAM Sports Network, 101.7 KSAM Huntsville, your hometown radio station.
Welcome back here in the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. Luke Scott here alongside Jordan Smith. And Jordan, got 5 minutes to go till we get back ready to kick off. And we're going to talk about some playoff scenarios right here. Jordan, Hornets come out a win tonight and drastically increases their chances to get in that first seed. But incurring a loss, what would happen?
So a lot of things can happen over the next 3 weeks. No, they cannot clinch a playoff spot tonight. That was already known coming into this ballgame. There could have been a scenario for them to potentially clinch tonight had they beaten Montgomery. But because of that close loss, they cannot clinch an actual playoff spot officially until next week in that game against Brenham. Like you said, should they incur the loss, they really need a couple things to happen next week. They need a win over Brenham and a Montgomery loss against Lamar consolidated. If you lose against Brenham, you're not in the postseason. If you lose, it creates a whole interesting situation for the final game on the season on November 4th when you go against Randall. You win over Randall, or a Montgomery loss against Rudder gets you in at that point. Now, of course, a loss against Randall, and you're eliminated from postseason contention only if Lamar Consolidated or Montgomery win out the season. And there is a good potential of doing that, because obviously whoever loses next week between Montgomery and Lamar Consolidated can't do that and is more than likely out of the postseason picture altogether. So that's going to be a big game for us to keep an eye on as well next week. But really the main thing for Huntsville, to guarantee yourself a postseason spot, you have to win 2 of your last 3 at minimum. You win out, you win the district. And like you said, there's still half the football left, 29-0 the score here. But really for Huntsville, at minimum, you win 2 of your last 3, and you find yourselves on the back end of the postseason.
Yeah, another game to keep an eye out on for tonight. The Brenham Cubs are playing against the Brian Rudder Rangers. Currently right now in Merrill Green Stadium in Bryan, 28-14 score. Brenham's up on Rudder. So just a game to look at tomorrow during the afternoon there at Traylor Stadium. Lamar Consolidated will face the Richmond Randall Lions. So that game tomorrow, October 22nd at 2 o'clock. So just a game to look out there. And Jordan, 2 minutes, 30 seconds left to go here until kickoff here, until the end of our halftime. What are some adjustments you'd like to see out of Huntsville?
The main thing for Huntsville, they've got to find a way to limit the run. That's the only thing you can really do at this point to try to get some stops. You have to limit the run. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you can limit the run, then you're good to go. Otherwise, you're in for a rough second half.
And it will be interesting to kind of see how Lake Creek maintains their speed of their drives, just because they are running the ball a lot, but they're also running hurry up a lot too. And so I wonder if they might turn that back a little bit and wind that down and take a little bit more time off the clock. We're going to send it back to the station. That will be our Northside Baptist Church halftime show from the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Federal Credit Union. This is KSAM Sports.
This has been the Northside Baptist Church Hornets halftime report. Stay tuned for more Huntsville High School football on KSAM.
Huntsville ISD is the best place for children to be. We offer a full-day pre-K center to advanced career and college options, along with a variety of extracurricular activities and award-winning fine arts, band and athletics programs, an excellent child nutrition and bus transportation services, bilingual ESL and GT programs, special education services, and a career and technical education program that provides multiple certification and licensing options for students. Visit huntsville-isd.org. It's a great day to be a Hornet. We're building champions, everyone, every day.
We all know that buying a vehicle is expensive, and that means you do what you can to maintain that vehicle. The same standard goes for your heating and cooling system. That is why at McGilvery Mechanical, we highly recommend a seasonal tune-up. A seasonal tune-up will save you money, prevent breakdowns, prolong equipment life, diagnose minor problems before they become major ones, and comply with manufacturer warranty requirements. Schedule a maintenance appointment for your heating and cooling system today. Maintenance is everything. Call McGilvery Mechanical at 936-291-2640.
Bank with confidence with the Hometown Bank, First National Bank of Huntsville. Our bank lobbies are open, and we also have 3 drive-through locations, multiple ATMs, telephone banking, plus online and mobile banking options, all available for your safety and convenience. For over 130 years, our focus has always been about the great people in our community. As Huntsville's only locally owned community bank, you can trust First National Bank of Huntsville to be your financial partner today and for future generations.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Whataburger Sweet and Spicy Bacon Burger is an all-time favorite. It brings so many flavors together in harmony, you might wonder if it's greater than the sum of its parts. It's got 2 all-beef patties, both of which fantastic. Crispy bacon, love that. Grilled onions, melty cheese. I mean, who would say no? And sweet and spicy pepper sauce. Yes, please. I guess we're kind of partial to every part. The Sweet and Spicy Bacon Burger from Whataburger, just like you like it. Order online to earn rewards.
As we're just about ready to get it here underway in the second half, we're going to send it back to station for a legal ID here. 10 seconds for station identification.
This is the KSAM Sports Network, 101.7 KSAM Huntsville, your hometown radio station.
Welcome back here for the Climate Tech Secure Storage kickoff here. The Cooper Family Distillery broadcast booth. Luke Scott here alongside Jordan Smith as Hornets are going to take care of this kickoff. It's going to return it here. 15-yard line, 15-20. Not going to get to the 20-yard line. In fact, about at the 17-yard line, the Hornets will take over. It's 11 minutes, 53 seconds left to go here in the third quarter, the Whataburger third quarter. And Jordan, we talked about stopping the run, but out comes Hornet offense got to get that running game back going and finally maybe get some points on the board.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the main thing right now for Huntsville. You just have to play smart football. Penalty, a 10-yard penalty on Huntsville. Spotted the ball, so it'll back him up to 10 yards before we start the first offensive drive of the Whataburger third quarter here. But really for Huntsville, you just got to play smart football. You got to find a way to just manage the game at this point efficiently. You got to find a way to get the plays working that you know work and you've seen work so far. And of course, Juwan Giddens has got to find a way to extend plays.
Yeah, here's Giddens in the shotgun. 2 receivers up top, 2 at the bottom, coming left or right of your radio dials. Again, this season is presented by First National Bank of Huntsville. Giddens hands it off, no play action, is going to run for it. Going to try to cut it back and make a couple man miss, get a couple yards on the carry there. So it's going to be 2nd and about 7 to go. We're at the Huntsville's own 11-yard line. 0-29 is your game score. So 2 receivers up top, 2 at the bottom. Phelps to Giddens left. I'm sorry, Giddens right. Get his play call here at the sideline. Giddens claps for it, gets it. Gonna hand it off, no. Screen pass there to Matthew Tatum, and Matthew Tatum's gonna be blown up by a couple defenders. Nice stop there by a couple of Lions. Scott in on that one. And it looks like Giddens is, oh, it's gonna be Tatum be down with an injury. He's gonna find his way to the sideline quickly as out comes Austin Taylor now. Austin Taylor might be running some routes here, playing quarterback earlier in the season, got taken out with a concussion. Now he's back out playing in the slot now.
Yeah, it's interesting to see Austin Taylor playing in the slot for Huntsville. We'll see what he does here. Honestly, right now, a 3rd down and about 8 here for Huntsville.
So 3rd and 8, 3 receivers up top, 1 at the bottom. Giddens rolling out to his left, trying to find someone. He is going to find Conte, but Conte is going to drop the ball. So it's going to be 4th down and not a great way to start out this second half.
That's the exact opposite of what you wanted to do, to come out in the second half. You needed to get down the field and score a touchdown. Really taking a lot of time off the clock. We're a minute and a half through the Whataburger third quarter. Huntsville's going to have to punt this one away in very, very favorable field position for Lake Creek.
Yeah, Giddens back deep, almost on the goal line. Him set up at the 2 is going to get a punt away, and it's going to be a good punt. It's going to hit and bounce back. Oh, it gets a horrible bounce, though. Does it hit the 37-yard line and bounce back all the way to the 33-yard line? So great field position for Lake Creek, as we're going to keep it here. As Jordan, you're going to thank some more of our sponsors.
Absolutely. This season of Huntsville Hornet football is presented to you by First National Bank of Huntsville. Huntsville's only locally owned community bank and serving the Huntsville community since 1890.
So 1st and 10 here. Lake Creek trotting their way back on the field. Tessier gets the snap, going to hand it off to Byers. Byers going to mow his way down through a couple of defenders and across the 30 to the 30. I'm sorry, to the 28-yard line. Another good carry there for the Lions.
2nd down and 5 coming up for Lake Creek, and moving the ball efficiently. Nothing short of a almost broken record for the Lions.
Trips to the left, a kind of a broken play there, is going to be hit and taken down for a loss. A big play there by a heap of defenders there for a good sack on the play. Hartfield Flores quarterback sack. Nice play there by the Huntsville defense to pin them back, pin the Mirrors back in their own territory, and then cause a 3rd and long now. 3rd and 11 at their own 34-yard line.
Like you said, a good job by Huntsville to get business taken care of and getting the Hartfield Flores quarterback sack there. First one of the ball game. Now setting up a 3rd and 11.
Huntsville showing pressure here off the edge. Tessier back deep to pass, and it's going to find his way and is going to be complete. So we're going to see the call in the field. No, it's going to be incomplete. A nice Looked like to be a nice pass, but just fell a little short and hit the ground maybe there on the catch. It's to be incomplete. 4th down 11, a good 3rd down stand there for this defense.
And I thought at first they called that a complete pass, but it just bounced onto the turf in front of the intended target on the play. So now 4th down and 11 on the Huntsville 34, and it looks like the Lions are going to go for it.
Well, the side judge there called it incomplete when the line judge called it complete. This one's going to be across the middle. It's going to be complete. It's going to be down across the 15 all the way to the 13. A big 4th down conversion there for the Lions. And it's going to keep those chains moving, a theme that we've seen all night, and it continues right now.
Huntsville had a very, very good opportunity there. Getting a turnover on downs, getting the 3 and out. Just could not close it out on 4th down. Every time that Lake Creek has had a 4th down opportunity, they've converted so far in the ballgame.
Expect to hand it right off to Byers, and they do. A nice, good wrap-up play there for the Hornets. Good stop there by Kadarian Easley, the junior defensive lineman. Nice play there to keep Byers to actually a loss of 2. Nice play for the Huntsville defense to keep it at 2nd and 12 now. So 2 receivers to the bottom, 1 up top. Tight end inside, hands it off to Byers. Byers going to try to find the edge. Another good stop there. I think that was Shiloh Jones there on the stop for just only a couple of yards there. 3rd down and about 7 now. Again, Shiloh Jones there on the stop. 3 receivers to the bottom now. Tight end to the quarterback's left. Byers to the right. Tessier going to give it up to Byers. Byers goes right down the middle. Is going to get stopped. The pile is pushing its way down. And Byers keeps those legs churning as they refuse to call the play stop. There it is finally. This will be 4th and about 3 to go. Another 4th down situation for this defense here in the red zone.
Just a good second effort there, giving credit to Lake Creek, keeping the play alive, getting them the 5-yard gain. And now 4th and 3, and it looks like for the first time, we're going to see a field goal unit.
Yeah. Talk about second effort. That was probably a 3rd, 4th, even a 5th effort. There's the referee just refused to call the play dead. So now Lake Creek is kind of late to getting set. And it will cause a timeout here for Lake Creek. We're going to keep it here. And Jordan, can you think some more of our sponsors?
Advantage Specialties, they're your one-stop shop for business promotional needs in Huntsville. Charlie's Used Cars, customer satisfaction is our #1 priority. Walker County Federal Credit Union, if you live or work in Walker County, you're eligible for membership in Northside Baptist Church, growing people in Christ to reach people for Christ.
So out comes Alex Abbott, one of the best kickers in all of the district and possibly all the state. He's been really sharp so far all the season, and today had the botched hold there. Not really his fault. Previous extra points been good. So we'll see him set up on this field goal. It will be just about 22-yard field goal there for Abbott. Snap is good, snap is up, and it is going to be good right down the middle. So 6 minutes, 58 seconds left to go here in the Whataburger 3rd quarter. We're going to send it back to station. Hornets down 32-29 from the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Federal Credit Union. This is KSAM Sports.
This is B.J. McMichael, Minister of Students and Outreach at University Heights Baptist Church. I'm a proud 1993 Hornet graduate and 1998 Bearcat graduate. Here at University Heights, we cultivate people who make Jesus known by the lives we live and the conversations we have. This happens through 3 primary relationships: relationship with God, each other, and the world. We have some exciting next-gen ministry opportunities for all our birth through 12th grade Hornets and future Bearcats. Our weekly schedule and worship times are available online at uhbc.net or through our UHBC app. Sting 'em Hornet and eat 'em up Cats.
Welcome back here in the Copeland Family Dentistry Hornets broadcast booth. Here, Luke Scott alongside Jordan Smith filling in tonight. 32-0 score is your ball game. Hornets down. 6 minutes, 58 seconds left to go. And Jordan, it's been all Lake Creek from the start, and it continues to be here in the second half. Good stop there, causing the field goal, which you like to see, but still 32-0.
Yeah, they did allow the points, but that's probably your best defensive drive you've had besides the punt that you forced in the late part of that second quarter. This is probably one of the best, if not the best drive that you've had defensively. So now you have to take a look at it and say, okay, offense, now y'all go down the field as that one goes out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now it's the offense's turn to go down the field and get some points on the board, get 6 on the board, and try to etch their way back into this ball game. Down by 5 scores.
Hornets will start this second drive of the Whataburger third quarter here with 6 minutes, 57 seconds left to go here tonight at beautiful Bowers Stadium. A beautiful night for football. Perfect weather in the mid to low 70s. Couldn't ask for a better night tonight. Just wish Huntsville could maybe get something going here and maybe possibly bring this back if you're the Hornets. But out comes the Huntsville offense. Juwan Giddens back out there. Looks like Matthew Tatum has been fine. He's back out there too. Giddens hands it off to Phelps. Nope, going to keep it himself up the middle. And it's going to find maybe a yard, if that. Good stop there for the Lion defense. Looks like that was, Gerard Kaluta there on the stop. So second and 10 now. 2 receivers on both sides, top and bottom, coming left to right of your radio dials. Giddens claps forward, gets it, trying to find his man Conte. Conte's going to haul this one in, make a man miss across the 35 to the 39 for a nice Moken Turdies at law first down.
That's a good job by Huntsville, moving the chains, keeping the drive alive, and just having a good efficient play. And the yards after the catch, it's another thing that they've got to work on. They've got to be able to capitalize on more. They've done it a few times here tonight. They've got to continue to find a way to build on those yards after catch, because that's what gives you those first down opportunities.
Back in the shotgun, Phelps to Giddens right. Gonna kind of try to find his way, finagle his way across the 40 to the 45. And it's gonna be a nice gain. It's gonna be another first down, possibly. And let's see where they give it to him. They are going to mark it a first down. Another nice carry there for Giddens, as we've seen his legs start churning at the end of the first half. And here we are at the second half. He's using his legs once again.
Yeah, and that, like I said at halftime, that's something you got to see Juwan Giddens do more. Like you just said, he did a little bit in the first half. Starting to do it a little bit here in the second half. He's creating plays when the play breaks down.
Giddens now keeping it on his legs, trying to find his man. Conte there. Caught the ball. Will get forward progress there. Just shy of the 50-yard line at their own 49-yard line. So second and about 8. And Coach Rodney Southern's talked about just catching the ball so many times, so many drops this season. And, you know, it's more complex than it sounds just to catch it, and it really is, but kind of a reoccurring issue so far this season. Conte, a couple of drops throughout the year. Right now, a couple nice catches, especially in the second half, to get things going. So 3 receivers to the bottom, 1 up top, trying to cross the Sam Houston logo here at the 50-yard line. Giddens with Phelps to Giddens left. Giddens back to pass, pressure, going to try to find his way. Nope, and it's going to be sacked there for a loss back at the original line of scrimmage there. 3rd and 10 now, and another loss of yards there and a sack to take here with just under 5 minutes to go. You're left in the Whataburger third quarter.
They've used up a lot of clock in the third quarter. And now they've got a tough 3rd down and 10. They've got to get it here as they go 5 wide.
Empty set, 3 receivers to the bottom, 1 up top, or 2 up top, I apologize. Giddens finding this play call at the sideline, now has it. Gets the ball. Giddens back to pass. We're going to try to find his man. Phelps across the middle, overthrow him and incomplete. 4th and 10 now at the Huntsville own 47-yard line. It's interesting to see what they call here. I feel like, you know, you're down 32, you might as well go for it.
Yeah, you could at this point. It's not great field position to be at right now for those 4th down and 10, but at this point in the ball game, you're down 32-0.
Got to try.
Trying to get back into it. Yeah, you have to try. You have to convert if you're going to go for it in your own territory.
No, and actually, Juwan is going to back up and electing to punt it. Kind of a rogue punt. No, it's going to be a fake punt. It's going to be try to find Matthew Tatum, and Matthew Tatum They call it a catch. I think it hit the ground. Yes, it did. It's going to be a Lake Creek ball. They're going to take over at the Huntsville own 47, and kind of a busted opportunity there for the Hornets as they had a good drive starting to get going and then just kind of filled out. Once again, a short gain there on first down, an incompletion, a sack, just did not work out there.
Yeah, not a great scenario, like you said, for Huntsville, just not being able. They got a few yards, they got a few good plays, but they had to continue that. They just weren't able to do it once they got to midfield, just kind of hit a brick wall.
Nothing sustained. So first down, Tessier and the crew will take over. Tessier hands it off to Byers now as Byers is going to get wrapped up before the line of scrimmage. A couple of defenders there. Looks like, that was Sakari Carew and Zach Moss there on the stop. Nice play there by a couple of junior defensive ends there. A junior defensive end and a sophomore defensive end there in Zach Moss. Really nice kid to talk to. Came into Wednesday's show a little nervous, you could tell, but he finally got his way through and had a good time with him on Wednesday. It's back out now, a run play here with Tessier. Tessier up the middle, find his way across the 40, almost through the first down marker. They're gonna line him, or they're gonna put him down a little bit short here. 3rd and 1 now for the Lake Creek Lions. As they will come out here in the spread again, in the shotgun, 2 receivers up top, one at the bottom, the same sort of alignment we've seen them all night. Byers trying to find his way across. A good effort there by the Huntsville defense, but he will get the first down. Another first down there for Ty Byers. The chains are kind of slow to move. So 1st and 10 now, 2 minutes, 50 seconds left to go here in the Whataburger 3rd quarter. The Lions are now starting to run through the clock here. Pitch play, triple option play, nice play. Across the 30 to almost the 25. They'd be across the 25. Another nice first down there. That one, the KSAM Puska, kind of the fullback tight end, H-back they got going. Another nice first down for Lake Creek.
Nothing new. I've said it, before. It's really just been the fact that Lake Creek is just a very powerful offense.
Tessier's going to keep it again now. That one wrapped up. No, he's going to find a way to break a tackle, but nothing much. After that, a 1-yard gain there. Nice stop there by a couple of defenders there for the Huntsville Hornets. Looked like Darian Easley was in on the tackle with a couple others. But yeah, you don't want to sound like a broken record, but it's just first down again, and a lot of it coming out of the runs. And it's not just the quarterback, it's the running back. It's a couple receiver jet sweeps. Here we go back to Byers. No, going to find a way to pitch it out there. It is going to be caught, but on the way to catch there was Brooks McGee. His knee was on the ground and kind of kneel down. 1 minute, 44 seconds left to go here in the Whataburger 3rd quarter. 32-0 is your ball game. Lake Creek right now up on Huntsville. Finding their way into the red zone. 3rd down, 9 to go here at the 21-yard line. And give it out right back off, and there is whistles on the field. A flag, a little laundry on the field. It looks like it will be going up against Lake Creek. Let's listen in. So Red Hall there found on the false start. So that's going to move the Lions offense back 5 yards to the 26-yard line. 1 minute, 15 seconds left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Tessier claps for it, gets it. Trying to find his man across the middle. Tessier is going to use his legs as Byers is going to be a block from a good tackle there to wrap him up before. Nice play there made. Couldn't get a number right there. Looks like that was Tyler Pomeroy there on the stop. Also Vinny Ross. So 4th down and about 4 to go here.
And again, you know that Lake Creek is going to use their offense here, trying to get the first down. For Huntsville, you have to get the stop here. The Lions have been able to get every 4th down at this point.
Handoff, no, keeps it. Tessier across the first down marker into the 10, and then just another first down by Tessier as a quarterback power move option there. Another first down, now down at the 9, approaching the goal line against the Hornets. And you don't want to sound like repeating yourself, but it's just another first down on the ground. Tessier now keeping it himself. Another quarterback power. And Justin Engstad comes up from behind and wrap him up for a couple of yards there. Second and now 7 to go. Second and goal. 22 seconds left to go here in the Whataburger third quarter. We're finding our way to wind things down. It looks like, yeah, Lake Creek will take it all the way to the break. Jordan, 32-0 is your score. We're going to come back. We're going to send it and have some commercial real quick. We're going to send it back from the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Federal Credit Union. This is KSAM Sports.
From all over Texas to Wiesner Hyundai to get a real deal on real inventory. And during the month of October, the savings are so good, it's scary. Get a 2023 Hyundai Sonata, several to choose from, and more arriving daily. Or 2023 Hyundai Santa Fe's in stock and ready to rock. Get 2023 Hyundai Tucsons. You want them, we got them. Buy for less at Wiesner Hyundai. Exit 87B, Wilson Road in Conroe, or WiesnerHyundai.com.
Check out America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, and the Hyundai Assurance Program today.
Welcome back here at the Copeland Family Dentistry Hornets broadcast booth here in the Mercer Cafe. Fourth quarter, 12 minutes, started the fourth quarter. Jordan 32-0 is your ball game. And, you know, what we said, the Hornets defense has looked better coming out of this second half, but the offense has really, really struggled. The Lion defense has really halted any progression there for the offense, and looks like Lake Creek's going to come out of this game with a win.
Yeah, and that's the thing. The defense for Lake Creek, as much as we talk about how powerful and how impactful this offense has been for the Lions, this defense for Lake Creek has just been as strong, if not stronger, in this ballgame, which is hard to say with the Lions being up 32-0. They've been able to stop Huntsville almost every single drive in this ballgame thus far, and now a second down and goal situation for the offense.
We're going to flip the field now. Hand off to Byers now. Going to try to get to the edge. 5-yard line. Byers is going to find his way. Is he going to get in? Yes, he is. Another touchdown for Byers. I believe that's his 5th touchdown of the day. Make it 38-0. With 11 minutes, 54 seconds left to go. Byers, another one. The Hornets have not been able to stop the run at all tonight.
No, they haven't. And unfortunately, it's just a case of circumstance at this point. Not really able to do, too much with how the game has been going. And I don't want to say that you just kind of chalk it up and, you figure it out next week. But at this point, you don't want to try to risk too much either. You do want to get more on the board, but not really sure what else you can do.
Kick is up, and it is in. 39-0 now is your ball game. And Jordan, I'd like to thank a couple more of our sponsors before we start to wrap things up here in the fourth quarter.
Absolutely. AB Squared Self-Storage Facility, your local go-to self-storage facility. Copeland Family Dentistry, wonderfully made. Hartfield Floors, personalizing your event since 1957. Moke & Moke Attorneys at Law. For your estate planning, real estate, or business law needs, call Moke & Moke Attorneys at Law, serving Huntsville since 1971. And, of course, this season of Huntsville Hornet football being presented to you by First National Bank of Huntsville, Huntsville's only locally owned community bank, and serving generations of customers for over 130 years.
11 minutes, 54 seconds left to go here in the Mercy's Cafe fourth quarter as we're fixing to get another Hornets kickoff here. Climate Tech Secure Storage kickoff here as we're just about ready to get things back underway. Here, 0-39 score. Hornets down and not out of it yet. There's still a little bit of time left. A few funky things happen here. Hornets can maybe find their way back into this ball game as Abbott's going to line it up, and it looks like it's going to just be a quick pooch kick here. And it will be. Fair catch called by Isaiah Collins at the 34-yard line. So Hornets will take over there right before their own 35-yard line as the Huntsville offense trots back there out in the field, and an inability to sustain multiple drives in a row. And Coach Southern talked about that during the game, and against Rudder, really feasted on some big plays, and tonight, not many big plays at all.
Yeah, and that's the main thing is Huntsville hasn't been able to get past the offense-wise. They haven't been able to get past either on that side. And then the defense allowing those big plays has not been a good counterpoint either. And now for Huntsville, you're just kind of hoping that you end the game on a positive note. Unless you can start getting some scores here and there on some 1-2 play drives, you're kind of just hoping you end on a good note.
Now hand off to Phelps now to the right. Phelps going to try to find his way back to the line of gain. He is going to get forward progress there. It will be 2nd and 10. Nothing there on the gain. Braylon Phelps a couple weeks ago had a few big carries there. It looks like there is an injured Hornet down the field. As we will take a timeout here, send it to commercial break for a little bit from the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Federal Credit Union. This is 101.7 KSAM.
Hi, I'm Karen Denman, Senior Loan Officer at Walker County Federal Credit Union. There are always things we'd all like to do right now if we just had a way to do them. Well, our low loan rates can help make your life easier. Maybe you'd like to take a vacation, buy that bike you've been eyeing, or even pay for a wedding or college. We will do our best to help you make it happen. Give us a call or come by our office on Normal Park Drive. You can even apply online at walkercountyfcu.com. Walker County Federal Credit Union, member NCUA.
Hey folks, it's Steven over here at Adams Furniture. We're your Huntsville, Texas hometown furniture store. Come in and see why we carry the top brands with great customer service. We carry brands such as Tempur-Pedic, Sealy Hybrid, Serta mattresses. We have the biggest selection of lazy boy recliners, double reclining sofas, reclining love seats. We have all American made hardwood bedroom furniture, living room furniture, all American made lift chairs. All this is in stock and ready for delivery at Adams Furniture. We are cheaper in the country. Shop local with us and save your money. It's Adams Furniture, 30 State Highway, 75 North and 10th Street.
Welcome back to Copeland Family Dentistry Hornets broadcast booth. Luke Scott here alongside Jordan Smith. Injured Hornet there was Braylon Phelps. He's able to walk off through his own power, being helped by the training staff though. So good to see that. 11 minutes, 36 seconds left to go here in the Mercy Cafe's fourth quarter. 2nd and 9. Now off that 1-yard gain by Phelps there on the last play. Ball at their own 35-yard line. Again in the Mercy Cafe fourth quarter. Here, Giddens now in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the bottom, 1 up top. Coming right to left of your radio dials. Giddens back to pass, trying to set up the screenplay. Nice screenplay. Oh, and it's going to be crunched there on the gains. McCourt Norman there on the catch, but a big stop there by Chase Brown, the senior linebacker for the Lions. A big hit there.
Yeah, it really was a kind of a lucky position there for Kieran Lee, the senior, because it looks like it was going into no man's land. Just going to fall to the turf, using his speed, though, to make the catch. Like you said, just hit right after the line of scrimmage, so it's now 3rd and 8.
So 3 receivers up top, 1 at the bottom. Giddens now running to the right. Giddens, no flag will be thrown. Yeah, it has to be a dead play. We'll see what the call is. Will be against the Hornets. Another one of these penalties that have, hurt so much during the year, and another one right there. So instead of 3rd down and 8, it will become 3rd down and much longer, 3rd down and 13 now.
Not what you want here on 3rd down if you are Huntsville. Was it 4th down?
No, it is 3rd down. It is 3rd down.
They get a little confusion on the field, but 3rd down and 13, your own 31-yard line, you need the 44.
Yeah.
You got to get a big play off here.
Well, you want to try to get to the 40-yard line here to make it a 4th and manageable here. So Giddens now get back to pass. Looking for his man down the field. Going to throw it to Conte. Conte is going to be targeted. It's going to be a good pass breakup play there for the safety there, Leighton Scott. There for Lake Creek. So we'll be 4th and 13 now at their own 31-yard lines. The Hornets just continue to struggle offensively. And Coach Southern talked about Lake Creek probably being the best team they've faced all year, as we can see why. 39-0 currently right now as Giddens back to punt now. Punt is up, and it will be a fair caught there by Sam Lee at the 35-yard line, at the Lake Creek's own 35-yard line. We're going to send it to commercial. We'll stay right here. We'll thank a couple more of our sponsors here, Jordan.
Nelson Tamaya Collision Center, honest work, quality service. We're Insurance and Financial Services, an agency. You can trust. Climate Tech Secure Storage, the ideal place to keep your belongings safe and secure. In MRC Creekside, a healthy senior living community.
This Lake Creek team is going to be one to watch here in the postseason. Head coach Pat Kenny's got him a good bunch here going into the postseason 8-0, looking to go 9-0 following a win possible tonight as we have a backup quarterback in right now and a good pressure and nice play there. Yeah, nice play there by Cody Hager. Looks like some of the second teamers are getting out there. Quarterback now for Lake Creek. We'll try to get you the number, as it is number 4, Eli Marcus. Sophomore quarterbacks seen a few action this year. 8 for 11 attempts on the year, just 1 touchdown. So has seen a little action this year, getting some more. With under 10 minutes to go. Hand off here now to, looks like that is number 20 now, Elijah Nazurdin. Not much to gain there, only a few yards. It's going to get back to maybe the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down and 10 now for the Lake Creek offense.
Good situation here for the Hornet defense, obviously. You want to keep things, what you're doing it well so far here this drive. Keep that going and keep them on the 35.
Marcus claps for it, gets it. Marcus looking back to pass, going to maybe use his legs here, find a man wide open. No, nice breakup there for, looks like that was, yes sir, it was Isaiah Collins. Moved from corner, now looks like he's playing some safety now just because a couple position changes throughout the year. Nice play there by Collins. Going to stop the clock now at 9 minutes and 8 seconds left to go as Lake Creek is going to throw the punt team out there, as we're going to see Sawyer match it once again. As we're take, there has been an injury. There was an injured lineman. We're going to keep it here though. So that's Jude Simpson there for Lake Creek.
Senior outside lineman, like you said. One coming off the field, but under his own power.
Yeah.
So good sign. Huntsville's going to get the ball back on a very impressive 3-and-out.
So Matchett's going to shank this punt though. It's going to be out way before the 50. We'll see where the side judge here marks him. So the field judge, they're going to mark him down out of the ball outside at the Lions' own 45-yard line. So great field position. Maybe build some confidence here coming into next week and score some points.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's something that if you're Huntsville right now, just get some points on the board. Like you said, end on a good note. Have some confidence heading into next week against Brenham. You can get down the field. You're starting at the 45 on the Lake Creek side of the 50. So short field position here to work with if you're the Lake Creek defense.
Giddens trots back out here. 2 receivers up top and to the bottom. Play action, double move out. That's just going to be overthrown. He had DeMarcus Williams wide open on the sideline and just could not find him there, overthrow him. So 2nd and 10 now at the Lake Creek own 45-yard line.
And I'm not sure if that one was either thrown too early, like you said, overthrown, or if that was just a route change by DeMarcus Williams, the sophomore. But either way, like you said, it's about 10 yards past him, just a little miscommunication.
Trips up top, 1 at the bottom. DeMarcus Williams by himself here. Giddens rolling out to his right. Giddens fins off one man, going to use his legs, throwing it, and it's going to be dropped there by Kieran Lee. Tough drop, as that would have been marked right before, or would have been a first down. There's 3rd and 10 now, as Huntsville failing to use such good field position. 2 incompletions here. Both could have been big-time plays there. DeMarcus Williams is wide open, and Kieran Lee just a drop.
Yeah, Giddens is well on that play. Cutting it a little closer, almost went past the line of scrimmage before he threw that one. Got it off just in time. You gotta watch out for that.
Kieran Lee, Giddens left. Giddens trying to find his man, Tatum. It's going to be batted up, and it's going to be picked. No, it is going to be dropped. A nice play there by the Lions secondary there, but it just couldn't find his way to the ball quick enough. Bounced. Nice pressure there by the safety. I don't think that was safety Blake Hayward. But there is a penalty flag on the play, and it will go against the defense, and it will be an automatic first down. Did not see what the call was. Jordan, did you get that?
Yeah, it was a defensive holding, something you don't always see Usually that's called on the offense, but either way, lucky break here for Huntsville. Now we'll see what they can do here to continue the drive now on the Lake Creek 35-yard line.
Yeah, it will be a hold on Micah Foster, the senior. I'm sorry. It says Micah Foster, but on our... Oh, no, wait, I got the wrong team right here. That's Grant Blake there on the linebacker. Giddens now snapped, and that's going to be sacked down for a loss. Couple Lions there on the stop. Davis Lee to be one of them, and is going to knock him back 7-8 yards there. Yeah, just about 7 yards. So second and about 17 to go. A tough break. We're right back to where we kind of were.
Exactly, and that's not what you want if you're Huntsville right now. You can't afford these plays, especially with about 8 minutes left to go in this ball game. You're trying to end on a good note, and that play is going to kill you because now you're probably going to have to pass here again on second down and at least get to about the 32.
Hornets have had their way with Lake Creek the past 4 years, 4-0 all time. Tonight's been all Lake Creek as Giddens is going to try to force this one to Matthew Tatum. His third into double coverage. James Kennedy had his hands on it. Good stop and batted the pass break up there for the Lake Creek Lions. We got third and now 17 to go.
7:48 left to go in the ball game. And obviously, you know this defense is going to be in cover two. They're probably going to bring a cornerback. You may just go all man on the quarterbacks as well. We'll see what they do here, but at least two. Now looks like a corner dropping back a little bit, maybe to play zone here. You got to take advantage of that if you're Huntsville.
Giddens now back to pass in the shotgun, trying to find his man across the middle. He is going to find his way just before the 30-yard line. Not across the middle, to the edge of the sideline there. So a good gain there for Savion Conte. It's going to be fourth and down and about 6 now. 7 minutes, 30 seconds left to go here in the Mercy Cafe fourth quarter as Huntsville is trying to find something to maybe carry some sort of momentum to the next week against Brenham. Here we go, fourth down. 4th and 6, Giddens rolling out to his left. Giddens trying to find his man there. Caught, no, dropped there by DeMarcus Williams. It will be a turnover on downs, another turnover. As that was dropped there right after the line, the first down marker. As Lake Creek will trot their way back onto the field. Jordan, can you thank some more of our sponsors?
Absolutely. I want to thank Mirsky's Cafe, home of the Hoodie Burger, Frank Oliveira's Pinnacle Realty, Bring It Home Hornets, and obviously this season as well of Huntsville Hornet football, being brought to you by First National Bank of Huntsville, Huntsville's only locally owned community bank.
So back out comes Lake Creek. 8-0, looking to go 9-0 tonight and solidify themselves at the top of the district. We're going to try to get you a score of the Brenham game against Rudders. Oh, nice move there by Eli Marcus. Marcus fighting off a few defenders, cuts it back up to the 40-yard line. There is a flag on the plate, and it does look like it will be coming back. Nice effort there by the sophomore quarterback, Eli Marcus. We are going to listen in and see what the call is.
Watch your back. Offense.
So there's going to be a penalty there on Lake Creek, and a mark him back 10 to go. So now it'll be 1st and 20 now.
Quick score update. Brenham up 35-21 against Brian Rudder. That game in the fourth quarter of play. And Brenham an 80% favorite to win that ball game tonight. And so far they have just a slim lead.
Handoff now here. Nope, quarterback keeper, and brought down by a couple of defenders there. Nice play there by Tyler Pomeroy, senior linebacker. Also there on the stop there was Cody Hager, another sophomore now playing. 6 minutes, 35 seconds left to go here in the Merchant Cafe fourth quarter as time starts to tick on down. Marcus claps for it, gets it, trying to find his man downfield. He is going to find a wide open receiver there. It's Brooks McGee. Sophomore receiver is back across to where they were before it, but another.
Defense number 59.
Just a costly penalty there by Huntsville. It is going to be a first down, add to the chains. And, just when you think the Huntsville Hornets defense is really starting to kick in here now in the fourth quarter, a costly penalty right there by Noah Cummings. Going to move the chains nearly all the way almost to the 50-yard line at the 49-yard line. Lake Creek's own 49.
It's not what you want to see if you're the Huntsville defense, like you said. Noah Cummings, a sophomore, getting called for the unsportsmanlike, and it's just a bit of frustration coming out. Not at the right moment, but just a bit of frustration.
It's insult to injury, as right now, a big play there by the backup running back there for Lake Creek, Elijah Nazarudin, junior running back. Not much time for him to get going just because Byers is so effective, but we're seeing his talent here. We've seen him a couple times this season. He's getting going here late in the fourth quarter. So would be surprised if they don't go right back to him. 5 minutes and just under 5 minutes, 30 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. Marcus find his way, throwing back across the field. Nazardin going to make a nice effort there across to another first down, this time through the air, all the way down to the 22-yard line, approaching the red zone. As it's just another first down for the Lions. As the first team exits, the second team comes in, and it's the same thing. First down after first down now, after a big costly penalty by the Huntsville defense.
And you mentioned it before, Huntsville 4-0 all-time coming into this one. Most amount of points that Lake Creek had against Huntsville was last year's matchup, where they got 28 points in that one. They've already topped that here, and they're obviously doing much better.
That pass was dropped there on the sideline, just couldn't collect the ball there. Maybe, felt a little bit of pressure off that sideline. Maybe couldn't get that toe tap there. Brooks McGee on target, and Jordan. You hate to see a donut there on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and I think Huntsville, they get another opportunity on offense, which they may potentially here with just over 4.5 minutes left. They're going to want to try to reverse that.
Now back to McGee there, back to exactly where he dropped it there, across the 10, almost to the 5-yard line, to the 7. Catches the ball, makes a nice adjustment midair, gets the foot down. 1st and 7 now. Lions enter 1st and goal territory. Again, 39-0 is your ball game. Of course, this Lions team, number 13, ranked in 5A Division II, and assuming they win this one, that will go up a little bit more, and maybe even crack the top 10. As that carry there for Nazardin goes across the 5 to the 4-yard line, it looks like. And I was trying to say earlier, but the Lake Creek was going too quick. I mean, this is a team that you're going to want to keep your eye out on in the playoffs, because they can knock up some big teams.
Oh, absolutely. This is going to be a fun matchup to watch, especially once you get to 3rd and 4th round. So long as they get there to Lake Creek, it's going to be fun to watch.
Nice play action rollout there, wide open is the tight end there. And another touchdown, Jacob Wilson there on the catch. A little insult to injury now, 45-0. As you'd think Coach Pat Kennedy would call off the dogs here a bit. It just keeps on going. 30 minutes, 57 seconds left to go. 45-0 is your score. 46-0 if this kick is good. Alex Abbott, one of the district's best kickers, out. Here he comes. Kick is up, and it is right down the pipe. It's good. So we're going to send it to commercial here. We'll be right back here in a little bit. 46-0 is your score from the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Federal Credit Union. This is KSAM Sports.
TexPress Urgent Care Clinic in Huntsville would like to help keep your family and friends safe and prevent the spread of viruses. They are a walk-in clinic and offer quick, efficient flu and strep treatment. TexPress Urgent Care Clinic offers a variety of procedures, open 7 days a week. Check their website at TexPressUrgentCare.com and visit them on Facebook. That's TexPress Urgent Care Clinic, located at 193 I-45 South, near Bahama Bucks and Buffalo Wild Wings in Huntsville.
Welcome back here to the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. 3 minutes, 57 seconds left to go. And before we get going here, Jordan, let's thank a few more of our sponsors.
University Heights Baptist Church, cultivating people who make Jesus known through the lives we live and conversations we have. Hit Solutions, we bring you home. The Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club, Feel the Sting. Curves, free guided workouts at Curves And finally, Whataburger, just like you like it.
You're about to go kickoff here, sponsored by the Climate Tech Secure Storage. 3 minutes, 57 seconds left to go as Huntsville trying to score at least something and carry some sort of momentum into next week against a pivotal game against a really good Brenham team as well. They're looking to go undefeated and maintain their undefeated record as well, as this one's going to bounce and drop. And it looks like Lake Creek Fusion there. Who would catch it? It looks like Lake Creek get it. Lake Creek pointed for it. So we'll see what the field judge and the umpire are going to decide on. They're talking it over.
By the looks of it, I think they're saying Huntsville because they haven't made a signal outright yet, which would lead me to believe it's Huntsville ball.
Yeah, they are going to call it a Huntsville ball. We'll take that, though. 3 minutes, 54 seconds left to go. Ball will be spotted at the 35-yard line as out comes Austin Taylor now at quarterback. Of course, the starter for the beginning of the season went down with an injury, came back, and now he's back and ready to be cleared. He's ready to take over now. Just under 4 minutes to go here in the Mercy Cafe fourth quarter. Kieran Lee's going to take it. Good surge there for a couple of yards. 3 gain, maybe 4 on the carry though. So second now and 6 to go here late in the fourth quarter.
And at this point, you'd like to get a score here, obviously with 3.5 minutes left to go. But as long as this drive as you can just keep slowly moving the ball down the field, consider it a win for the drive.
Taylor now gives it right back off to Lee. Lee makes a few man miss. Nice carry there. Almost to the line of gain for the first down. Just a little short. It'll be 3rd and inches now. Oh no, they are going to give it to Kieran Lee there. So nice first down there as we're getting 45-yard line, approaching the 55 or the 50-yard line. 3 minutes left to go here in the Mercy Cafe fourth quarter. 1st and 10. Good old Mocha attorney at law first. Back to Lee now. Lee makes a man miss. Lee, open field 40, 35, 30. Oh, he's just going to be tripped up right before he had nothing in front of him or no one in front of him. And a nice play there made by Davis Lee, the safety. Tripped him up from behind. It looked like he was going to be gone there, but a nice tackle and a score-saving tackle, a stop there for Lake Creek.
Yeah, Kieran Lee just finding the seam on the right side, being able to break through and almost like you said, broke it away for the end zone. Looks like a timeout taken by Lake Creek, but really for Huntsville and Kieran Lee, just a good play.
Yeah, Kieran Lee has kind of been splitting that backfield here with Braylon Phelps. Of course, last game, Braylon Phelps had a huge game, over 150 yards rushing, couple of touchdowns. Tonight, hasn't found the same success. They go to Kieran Lee. Lee's made a little bit of an impact here in the fourth quarter, and it's hard to say just because it's so late in the fourth quarter, down 0-46. We're going to keep it here. We're fixing to get back here underway. A nice Mocha turnies that law first down from Lee a couple plays ago. Approaching the Murray Insurance Financial Services red zone here is Austin Taylor and company comes right back out. Ball at Lake Creek Lion 27-yard line. Taylor claps for it, gets it, hands it right back off to Lee. Lee makes a man miss. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Hornets. And finally, something to get going there. 6 on the board. Finally gets that goose egg written off with just over 2 minutes to go. That's just kind of a feel-good moment here for Huntsville to finally get something on the board.
Obviously the best offensive drive so far in the ball game for Huntsville, doing a good job. Kieran Lee a couple times in this series finding some seams on that right side of the line of scrimmage and just breaking one loose, using his speed and a little bit of his size, or lack thereof, we'll say, to kind of break through the line and get the touchdown. Now Huntsville going to go for 2.
Hurry up, 2 receivers up top, 2 on the bottom in the shotgun. Taylor, and there's going to be a flag on the play. And it's going to back up the Hornets 5 yards. Yeah, just couldn't get the play clock or play off in time. Too much time celebrating. going to back them up, and we'll see if they go for 2 here. Might as well. You're down 40, so you might as well go for 2. Taylor in the same formation. 2 up top, 2 on the bottom. Taylor trying to find his man Lee there. Looking for him. He's going to find a wide open. Oh, and he just drops it. That's McCourt Norman there, wide open in the end zone, and just couldn't get the catch and haul it in there. As the score will stay 6-46, but you know what? You'll take a touchdown there in this game to generate some sort of momentum here on offense to maybe carry on over to the next game.
Yeah, absolutely. Getting that touchdown, like I said, confidence boost for next week. Obviously down by 40 still. 2:09 left to go on this one. You're not coming back by any means, but like I said, confidence boost for next week against Brenham.
We're going to try to get a little update there on the Brenham game as things are starting to wind down here. Things are also starting to wind down there. We'll see if we can get it to us right there. Yep, Brenham's still up 35-21 now. 6 minutes to go in that game as Brenham's now going to move to maintain undefeated in district. So it's going to be a good matchup there maybe next week. That's in Brenham there. So if you can't make it out, tune in to 101's KSAM. Carlos Zimmerman and Brian Adams will be back there. I'll be on the sideline. But if you can make it out there, we'd really appreciate that because these guys work so hard during the season. And if a little bit of the crowd get there, maybe take over that stadium, push us into the playoffs, and we'll see if we can spur up a little magic there.
You said you pretty much, after tonight's loss, you need to win the last 2 to really get yourself a playoff spot. And if you can get a win against Brenham, that sets yourself up very, very nicely. Again, we'll go over the potential playoff scenarios in the postgame show coming up here in just a few minutes. But for Huntsville, just as long as you can get that win next week, it sets you up really for a big opportunity. Because remember, Huntsville still controls their own destiny despite losing this one here tonight, or they will eventually once the clock hits 000.
Kickoff here, Climate Tech secure storage kickoff. The ball is going to fall off the tee here, so we're going to have to re-tee it up.
That's the second time that wind is really coming in, rolling in from your right to left across your radio dials.
Is there a cold front coming in or something? Maybe.
Maybe. I mean, granted, the temperature's been dropping over the last couple of weeks, and the way that this stadium is designed, it always rolls in from the right and rolls in towards the left as they're going to try a McAfee onside of sorts, and I think Huntsville may get the onside here. Might have also hit the kicker, but let's see what they roll it here. I'm not exactly sure.
That's a nice job by Joseph Mejia if he can, if they are going to get it. And we'll see what the call is. If Mejia actually recovered that, he kind of shielded off Lake Creek Lion there, and if he maintained from not touching it, Hornets will take over on offense, and no, it will be Lake Creek Lion ball. I guess, yeah.
Number 47, the ball hit him before it had gone 10 yards.
So the Lions will take over and would probably be the last drive of the game. So far, 2 minutes, 9 seconds left to go, and Jordan, you know, a game that you weren't expected to win coming into this game, and Huntsville just really wasn't able to, you know, get anything going, but maybe a learning lesson here coming into this game as Lake Creek finally gets their first win against Huntsville in their history to move to 1-4.
Definitely a lot to work on heading into this next week of action.
And as Jordan gets back to the ground and get things going again, almost to the 40 there, across the 45, and it's going to be second and just about 4 to go.
Really for Huntsville, like you said, you came into this game a heavy underdog in this one.
Yeah.
You had your backs against the wall pretty much from the first defensive play of the ball game for Huntsville, thanks to that initial 25-yard play from Lake Creek to start off the ball game. But, you know, a lot to work on, a lot to go back to the drawing board and try to fix for next week against Brenham, the final road game of the season.
Back to the running game here, right up the middle, be across the first down marker and a little bit more, down to the 35-yard line. So another good carry there for Lake Creek, and we're fixing to get under 1 minute to go. 1 minute and 10 seconds left to go. We're fixing to get to the AB Squared Self-Storage post-game show after this. So 1 minute now. As it looks like, yeah, it will be victory formation for Lake Creek with the new first set of downs, and that will be it. So they only have to down out one more time, and we will be able to call this final. A tough game here for Huntsville as we fall to 2-1 at home now. We were undefeated, now we're 2-1. They dropped to 2-2 now in district. It'll be interesting to see of what happens tonight with the Brenham game and also what happens tomorrow with Rudder and, oh yeah, that will be it. 15 seconds left to go as we're lining up to shake hands. Jordan, a couple thoughts here before time winds down.
Well, I want to talk about this a little bit here in the postgame show, but just overall a night of just a lot of things to work on. Obviously going against a very high-powered offense, like you said, a top 15 program in the state of Texas alone in 5A football. And just a lot to work on in this next week heading into a very crucial game in Brenham.
Do want to thank a couple of our sponsors right here. Hit Solutions, Hartfield Florists. Did not have a Nelson Amaya Collision Center extra point, but we do want to thank them as well for helping us out all throughout the year. We're going to send it to commercial. We'll be right back to start up our post-game show, our AB Squared self-storage post-game show. 46-6 is your final score. No interview there for Ryan Southern as we don't have a sideline reporter tonight, but we'll send it back here and we'll come back in a little bit. From the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Federal Credit Union, this is 101.7 KSAM.
Caught the Ford fever? Then head to Bill Fick Ford in Huntsville for the best customer service and best deal on your new Ford. Now's a great time to check out our remaining 2022 Ford F-Series trucks and fuel-efficient Ford SUVs while they last. And if you don't see what you want on the lot, we'll help you build the 2023 truck of your dreams, and you'll still get a no-bull deal. Stop in today and see for yourself why so many folks buy at Bill Fick Ford, or check us out online at BillFickFordHuntsville.com.
TWFG and More Insurance has been proudly serving the Huntsville and Walker County area since 2003. TWFG is ranked #1 in Texas as an independently owned insurance provider for personal lines. Their independence affords them the freedom to shop insurance carriers and coverages that best suit their clients' specific needs. TWFG and More Insurance offers both personal and commercial lines, as well as life, health, and flood insurance. Call Ann or Waylon at 936-293-8121 or drop by at 1212 10th Street in Huntsville. At TWFG and More Insurance, their policy is caring.
The Color Bar Hair Salon and Tanning Salon are full supporters of our Huntsville Hornets. Just like our Hornets, we offer the best Huntsville has to offer. The Color Bar Hair Salon is a full-service salon and is ranked the #1 VIP Bellamy hair extension salon. From precision cuts to full treatments, we'll make sure you leave always wanting to come back. The Color Bar Tanning Salon offers a monthly membership that includes access to our mega beds with body contoured acrylics and a relaxing hydro massage bed for only $59.99. The Color Bar Hair and Tanning Salon, where your experience matters.
Hello, this is Carol Sullivan with Community Service Credit Union. You know how much I love rodeo and helping rodeo contestants and their families. If you're thinking about that truck or trailer of your dreams, keep CSCU in mind. We'll work with you to get a payment you can afford from a financial institution you can trust. Visit cscutx.com and apply online today. Bank happy, spend smart, live well. CSCU. Federally insured by NCUA. Membership required. Certain restrictions apply.
Hi, folks. Clint back here with Wiesner in Huntsville. Do you need a new vehicle with great gas mileage? Do you want to save some money and not pay over MSRP or have to purchase the dealer add-ons? You need to come to Wiesner in Huntsville, where we are home of the bottom line. Not only do we not charge over MSRP, but if you qualify for supplier discounts, we'll honor that. Teachers, first responders, and anyone else that might qualify for supplier discounts. Ask our sales consultant to look into it and see if your company qualifies. So if you want a great deal on a General Motors vehicle, come to Wiesner in Huntsville, where we are home of the bottom line.
Good evening, football fans. This is Jeff Dunn from Huntsville Church of Christ with tonight's Hornet Nation Test. If the Star-Spangled Banner, a silent prayer, and a whistle sounds like the beginning of a great Friday night to you, you might belong to Hornet Nation. At Huntsville Church of Christ, we strive to be a place to believe, a place to be loved. If that sounds like somewhere you need to be, come see us. You belong at HCOC.
Joetta's Boutique knows all about fashion. fashion. We offer trendy and affordable styles, as well as timeless and traditional choices, with sizes ranging from extra small to 2X. We strive for excellence with our outstanding merchandise and friendly customer service. Please come and see for yourself. We're located inside Westville Mall here in Huntsville, or you can shop on our website at joettas.com. And be sure and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Joetta's Boutique, vintage and new, classy and glam.
Courage, integrity, perseverance, commitment, not just a job. This is a career with a purpose. The Texas Department of Criminal Justice is hiring correctional officers now. Full and part-time positions available, no experience required, paid training, great health care and retirement, and opportunities for base pay increases with continued service in the first year. Apply now at tdcj.texas.gov/co. That's tdcj.texas.gov/co. Serve Texas with purpose.
AB Squared Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need, big or small. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they have it all. AB Squared Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment options. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com.
I'm Jerry Larson at Reliable Auto Parts, your auto parts plus store in Huntsville, Texas, having great products, excellent quality, and outstanding prices. This is what you can expect from Reliable Parts, where you can purchase all your car care products, maintenance supplies, and auto parts. Our services and in-house store offerings are designed to keep your vehicle and motorized machine in proper working condition. Reliable Parts, your auto parts store, 1011 11th Street, Huntsville, 295-5747.
For the most fun in Huntsville, come to the newest place in town, Tomfoolery's Pizza and Games. It's fun for all ages with the latest in arcade games like Connect 4 basketball, air hockey, whack and win, and many others. Get the best tasting brick oven pizza in town made fast, just how you like it, for one price. Tomfoolery's Pizza and Games is Huntsville's only place like it, located at 2801 Sam Houston Avenue, next to TCS Flooring and Design. Open till 9 every day until 10 on Friday and Saturday. Come eat, play, and party with us today. Tomfoolery's Pizza and Games.
I'm Billy Cawthon with Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, and we understand every life is unique. Some are filled with sports or music or smiles and laughter. Whatever memories you have, you can trust Walker County's premier funeral home to serve our friends and neighbors in their time of need. We are family owned and operated, and we are a proud supporter of Huntsville athletics. Sting 'em, Hornets. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, 1700 Normal Park Drive in Huntsville.
Bank with confidence with the hometown bank, First National Bank of Huntsville. Our bank lobbies are open, and we also have 3 drive-through locations, multiple ATMs, telephone banking, plus online and mobile banking options, all available for your safety and convenience. For over 130 years, our focus has always been about the great people in our community. As Huntsville's only locally owned community bank, you can trust First National Bank of Huntsville to be your financial partner today and for future generations.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is the KSAM Sports Network, 101.7 KSAM Huntsville, your hometown radio station. The Huntsville Hornets postgame show is brought to you by AB Squared Self-Storage. With the game recap, here's Carlos Zip and Brian Adams.
Welcome back here, the Copeland Family District broadcast booth here in the Hornets post-game wrap-up show by AB Squared Self-Storage. And Jordan, 46-6 loss here tonight for Huntsville. Going to move them 2-2 in district play, 3-5 overall. And considering that Lake Creek came into the game, 8-0, 4-0 in district, a game that a real game where you can learn things.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you said, weren't expected to come in here and be the favorite. They were a heavy underdog in this one, and it showed on the scoreboard with the 40-point defeat. A lot to work on, but able to get the drive that scored the touchdown at the end. A positive note to end on, still not obviously the result you want, but at least being able to get the touchdown gives you a little bit of a good note to end on heading into Brenham next week. And you look at, let's talk about the second half here a little bit, and things just you start out so down, right? 29-0 at half, and you come out and you have a good stop there on the third down, holding them a field goal, but it just
the offense just never could get going. And that was throughout the game. The first quarter, a few good drives, and then after that, and nothing much left until really the fourth quarter when Austin Taylor comes in with a couple minutes to go, and just a tough game offensively, and it hurts your defense when you're out in the field pretty much the entire game, and you get tired after a while.
Yeah, and like you said, in the first half, not really a great consistent first half by any means. Second half, they did a lot better of being able to limit their opponent, limiting them to 17 points in that second half, being able to get some key third down, fourth down stops even, and being able to at least have a better sound defensive effort. They still allowed those 17 points on the board, which already being down 29-0 coming out of the halftime locker room. You don't want to give up those 17 points, not to mention going, I believe, 3 and out on that first offensive drive of the ball game, or the second half, excuse me. Not a great start to that second half, and it just kind of kept snowballing from there from what happened in the first half.
Talking about our player of the game tonight, not much there offensively, defensively, really, but I do want to highlight one player there at the very end. Kieran Lee came in, made an impact there for Braylon Phelps there in the fourth quarter, scoring that touchdown. So that's my player of the game. Jordan, you got one?
Yeah, I would have to agree with that. Kieran Lee really making his impact felt. At the end of the ball game, yes, it was technically garbage time, if you will, but still making a good impact, still being able to get at least a couple of big plays down the field with a couple of big 20-plus yard runs. Had one that was almost about to be a 40, 50-yard run that he could have easily broken through had he had not been tripped over at his shoelaces in open field. And then, of course, getting the touchdown to get the points on the board with a couple minutes left to go in the ball game. He had himself a good few rushes in that one, and now we'll see what happens next week. Obviously, a little bit more to clean up when it comes to offensive efficiency. And something else you saw Jawan get in, he was able to really make plays. In that second half, he did a lot better job of creating plays whenever plays broke down, getting out to the outside and using his legs to find some space and try to get some first downs, which he did, in fact, get a few first downs.
Highlight more players tonight for Lake Creek. It's hard you don't want to really mention them because this is a Huntsville broadcast, but you have to mention how great Cade Tessier was, senior quarterback. And this guy named Ty Byers, this guy's pretty good. He might be going next level pretty soon. He's only a sophomore, too, so he'll be around for a while.
Yeah, and that's something that, obviously Huntsville doesn't have to worry about it now until next year when they play against Lake Creek. But the fact of the matter is, like you said, this is going to be a guy that's around this district for a long, long time. And I'm sure he had at least 200 rushing yards in this ballgame tonight, eclipsing 1,600 in the 9 games so far that Lake Creek has played this season. Masterful performance. Like you said, give them credit to the offense. Quarterback, running back, just fantastic play for them as per usual.
Such a good, talented running back, and this whole offensive line for Lake Creek just really maintained momentum for them and just never gave Huntsville anything. We're going to send it back to commercial break for a little bit, and we'll come back here to wrap things up and look ahead to next week. We'll send things right back to you. From the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Federal Credit Union, this is KSAM Sports.
AB Squared Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need, big or small. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they have it all. AB Squared Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment options. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com.
Welcome back here as we're fixing to wrap things up here on the Postgame, sponsored and brought to you by AB Squared Self-Storage Facility. And looking ahead to things next week, Jordan Brenham, you're not going to be with us, but we will want to talk about it here a little bit. Brenham right now 3-0, 4-3 in district, or 3-0 in district, 4-3 overall. Looking to go 5-3 overall if they maintain their win tonight. They are up big now and kind of blew things open there late in the fourth quarter. Brenham looking strong in a game away at Brenham. So what do you see there, Jordan?
Well, again, like we already mentioned before, this is going to be a big, big ball game for Huntsville to be able to keep their postseason aspirations alive. in order for them to have a shot, they have to get a win next week against Brenham. Otherwise, just for playoffs alone, you then have to rely on a win in the final game of the season back home, which you know that crowd will be here for. They'll be loud and proud for, but you don't want to have to rely on the last ball game of the season. You want to take care of business on the road, final road game of the season against Brenham, and put yourself in a nice position to continue your own destiny in that one. But still, like you said, undefeated team in Brenham. They're about to be
in
4-0 in district.
Yep.
And still claim their spot at second place, just still a game behind, or half a game technically, behind Lake Creek because of the one-win separation, no losses, so half game. But it's going to be very interesting to see what happens with Huntsville next week, what they work on in this next week of practice coming off of this Lake Creek loss, how they fix the issues with the runs up the middle, how they fix the issues with the passes down the sideline over the middle with the passing lanes. That's going to be something to really watch for next week, to see how they come back and watch the film and review the film and kind of adjust their game plan against another undefeated team in district that's really trying to make sure that they get their own playoff spot and don't let Huntsville get any.
Yeah, and then after that, Brenham will take on Lake Creek eventually to wrap up the district season. So a couple more games here for Huntsville, living on the bubble, kind of like Syracuse in the NCAA tournament in basketball. That's kind of how we are, right on the bubble there. And so it's just a tough spot to be here, and you'd like to win next week. But the good thing is that we have, we our own destiny is in our hands.
Right.
And you're not relying on anyone. It's all about you. And so if Huntsville can make, and make some progress and finally notch down that next victory, that will finally maybe seal them there in the playoffs. So I do want to thank a couple more of our sponsors: Hit Solutions, Hartfield Florists, there, Nelson and Mize Collision Center, Murray Insurance, Financial Services, all the great work. And my guys at Moke & Moke Attorneys, love my Moke & Moke Attorneys at law there, University Heights Baptist Church. Want to thank all of y'all one more time. And Jordan, final thoughts.
Well, obviously, like I said, you ended it on a positive note, getting the touchdown. Obviously, just not a great game all around, except for a few spark plays here and there on both sides of the ball. A lot to work on next week, but now the thing is, too, you have to put this one in your rearview mirror. You have to wake up and say, all right, new week, new game, new opponent. And like you said, the good news about Huntsville, they still control their own destiny. So they still have their own path to the playoffs. And if I'm Huntsville, I'd rather honestly be in that position than trying to play from behind as a 5 seed or as a 6 seed, or sitting on that 4 seed as a potential, wish-wash what's going to happen here. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens with that. But you also have to think, these players know playoffs coming up in 3 weeks. It's right around the corner. It's in the back of their mind. It's going to be interesting to see how they go in that game against Brenham with that in the back of their mind and how they're going to manage those expectations.
As we wrap up our post-game show here, it's brought to you by AB Squared Self-Storage Facility here in the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. Tough game for the Hornets to fall back on and take the loss there. 46-6 is your score. So we're going to send it as we're going to close things up here. A tough loss again, but we'll be right back to it next week against Brenham. As we'll see y'all next week. And again, that's in Brenham. So if y'all can't make it out there, tune in. We thank you for listening tonight. As again, Hornets lose 6-46. For myself, Luke Scott here, and my partner Jordan Smith. Jordan, thank you for helping us out tonight and filling in for Colin. As Colin looks like he got some sort of stomach bug here that's been kind of going around. But I want to thank you personally, and I want to thank Christian Cortez helping us with our camera, and Houston Hardcastle back at the station. This is it. 46-6 is your final. Huntsville loses tonight, but we'll be right back at it next week. Thank you again. Good night, and God bless from Bauer Stadium. Thank you, and have a good night.
AB Squared Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need, big or small. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they have it all. AB Squared Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment options. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com.
This has been the AB Squared Self-Storage Hornets Postgame Show with Carlos Zimmerman and Brian Adams on KSAM.
Sometimes life throws you a curveball. You're out! When it does, make the right call. Jeff Hitt, local attorney with over 30 years of experience. Jeff Hitt will walk you through your options and represent your needs, protecting your future. Jeff Hitt is an expert in Texas child custody laws and knows how to protect you in a divorce or complicated family matter. Make the right call. Jeff Hitt, Family Law, at 936 Custody. That's 936-287-8639. 936 Custody.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Texas, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
This has been a KSAM Sports Network presentation. The 2022 Hornet season is proudly presented by First National Bank of Huntsville and by AB Squared Self-Storage, Adams Furniture, Bill Fick Ford, Community Service Credit Union, Danny Doherty State Farm Insurance, El Gordo Taqueria, Dr. Toole Foot and Ankle Specialists of Huntsville, Huntsville Church of Christ, Huntsville Independent School District, Joetta's Boutique, McGilberry Mechanical Heating and Cooling, Reliable Auto Parts, Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, Texas Department of Criminal Justice, Tex Press Urgent Care, The Color Bar Tanning, The Woodland Financial Group, and More Insurance, Tom Foolery's Pizza and Games, Wiesner Conroe Hyundai, and Wiesner Huntsville. From Carlos Zimmerman and Brian Adams, thanks for listening.